South Florida wise, like if you drew a line, I bet you it was 75 or 80%. There was a guy, there was a story on Instagram. He had a food truck and he sold it for $30,000 and bet on the Canes last night. So I don't know if he bet the line or money line, but he did bet. Now, if he bet the line, then he's very happy today. If he bet the money line, he's not so happy. But money line was high too. If he ended up betting that, he would have been in a great position and win a ton of cash. But Miami ended up covering for the game. The game went over by a half a point. Don't think when you see these lines and you're like, ooh, these guys are the best. They're pros. The over-under on Tennessee was 27.5. They had 27. The over-under in the game was 47.5. It was 48. So it's right there. So when we tell you to bet earlier, if you like a favorite, that's the reason why. Because they don't make mistakes. I mean, they just nail it every single time.
That first quarter definitely surprised me how slow it was.
It was.
Yeah, and the line dropped.
Yeah.
Or the over, right? I think it started at like 46.5, and then it went down at 39 quickly.
Yeah, once the game started. Yeah, it was slow the first half. First half as a whole.
But the second half was great.
Yeah. Also, Miami's kicker hit the post. I've seen so many balls hit the post.
Last couple weeks. Doink.
Yep.
Oh, Franny. Imagine if you were doing a game and you said that. Like you're nationwide, you're doing a game. All of a sudden, the guy hits the post. You're like, he sucks. What are you doing?
I'm not the only one who says that. So.
Oh, I know. No. A lot of people said that.
Yeah.
Even when they lined up, people were like, why is he doing this? Go for it. And it hit the post, which was crazy. And that sound is so, everybody knows that sound. Indiana hit it too last night, but the ball
Went in.
Yeah.
went in because it happened for them. But yeah, it's one of those sounds that you hear, it's either good or or screwed. Obviously, depending on the bounce. We'll see what happens. But yeah, great game last night for South Florida. I'm sure the adult entertainment clubs down there did very, very well. I'm sure they crushed it. And people were going crazy. But it would have been unbelievable if they ended up winning. How about Fletcher's mom? She's in the crowd, and she was in the crowd the last couple of games, and they show her, man, she's so proud of her son, who had a big night. Huge run.
Besides the ending, a little issue at the end there.
Well, that was after the game.
Yeah, but still doesn't look good on him.
Yeah, no.
Especially for NFL drafts and stuff like that.
Yeah, you're right. But I'm sure, you just lost a game. You're so upset. It's just so much emotion. And if somebody says something about your family, is he wrong for throwing a swing? Yes.
Trust me, I could feel I was right there in the center of it. You could see people right there crying, so happy, and then you could just see the Miami players just look around lost and dazed,
Well, I mean, and of course Carson Beck got a bunch of crap because he just walked off the field, helmet still on, didn't handshake anybody.
He's pissed. I mean, people are going to say that, and but he just threw an interception too. I'm sure he's devastated and he feels terrible.
What do you think Beck does next? Where's he going?
I mean, he's got no eligibility left.
I know. What's he going to do? Is he going to?
He'll go in the draft.
You think he'll go? Yeah.
Yeah. No, there's no doubt. Everybody. I mean, of course he wants to get drafted. I think he'll get picked later rounds. But he's a tall kid. He's also got a very good arm, and I think he'll get drafted. And he's had a great record in college. I think he'll get drafted. I'm not saying first round, but I think he does get picked. His demeanor after a game, I don't know. Good sportsmanship would be nice, obviously, but the kid's probably so upset, and he threw a pick.
Yeah.
So I don't know if he snub people on purpose. People can make a big deal about everything, and they do. And then they just see if it gets legs, and people talk about it and follow it, and they should have went up and shook hands and everything like that. I think he was just like, oh my God, what just happened? Because up to that, it was an epic story. That would have went on for the next 30 years. Like when Ray Allen hit the shot for the Heat in the NBA Finals. And everybody talks. And there was, 20,000 people in American Airlines. And that night, 300,000 people say they were there. So I think if Miami ever came back, it would have been a story that people would be talking about for the next 50 years, how they came back from defeat. 877-927-6969. That's the number to call if you guys want to get involved. You can also text us at Real Radio 47142. Franny had some stats today what the average American is worth. Let us know what your thoughts are on that. And also to keep connected as a couple, there was a study done by a doctor, and she said you need to be hitting each other for about
Don't hit each other.
Once a week.
Sexy time.
Sexy
You
time.
got to hit each other.
No domestic abuse.
No, we're not talking about domestic violence.
We're not going there.
Jesus. I know, but you said hit each other. So I don't know if you guys saw the commercial, and we were fortunate years ago to meet him when he left and stepped back, and they put a younger guy as the most interesting man in the world, the Dos Equis guy.
Yeah.
But yeah, the iconic, most interesting man in the world is making a return after a whole decade away. His name is Jonathan Goldsmith. And if you guys didn't see, stay thirsty, my friend, sign off during last night's game. He was there. But yeah, he came back suffering from amnesia, becoming a regular guy until he finds a Dos Equis beer and then he in a small fridge. And then he remembers and begins another adventure dangling from a wire of a helicopter. So yeah, they try to switch him up, put a younger dude in, and it just never really caught on.
He was a nice guy when we had him on the show.
Yeah, he was then endorsing some tequila or something. I can't remember the name of it, but he was doing that for a bit. But yeah, very nice.
Very nice.
It was at Miller's Ale House in Boynton that we met him.
Yeah, it was. Also that day, one of the stars of Sopranos showed up. I remember that too. But no, he's a real nice guy. I did see those ads because you're like, man, I haven't seen him in years. I didn't know if he was still around. But he looks good. I mean, he really does. But he's the most interesting guy in the world. And I thought the whole campaign was pretty cool, what they did with it, and to bring it back. I don't know if it's going to pick up sales or it's going to make it, fly off the shelves. It may. Some people liked it. It did seem to go away a little bit. But they brought him back, so I'm sure he's happy. And maybe the real fans will say, hey, man, I got to be interesting, too. I got to drink this beer. And it was a whole concept that they built it with it, which was pretty cool. It really was. But he was a really nice guy when we met him. Very friendly. Really nice. Big fan of Franny's, of course. But just not too much. No, not too much. I don't think I'm his cup of tea, to be honest with you.
Oh, I wonder why.
Everybody's got a preference, my man. You know what I'm saying? It is the Penthouse on a Tuesday. If you haven't heard, Indiana's the national champ. They won last night 27-21. They couldn't score one more friggin' point. Really? Oh, my God. 27.5. What a burn. What a burn, baby. We'll be back in the Penthouse in a few minutes. Peace.
Real Radio is the news junkie.
Traces of ketamine should show up in your urine for up to 14 days after the last usage. However, this could be extended for large amounts of consumption and depending on the testes, metabolism.
The news junkie. Weekday afternoons at 3 on Real Radio 92.1 and 101.7.
If you suffered an injury at a place of business, dial pound wall. That's all. Morgan & Morgan.
Here's traffic on Real Radio.
From the Gordon Partners Traffic Center. Have you or a loved one suffered from nursing home abuse? Call 561-333-3333 or go to fortheinjured.com.
Looking at a decent drive along your expressways, 95 of the Turnpike currently accident-free. Got some road work here on North Lake Boulevard westbound at Prosperity Farms Road blocking your right lane, and construction on Southern Boulevard eastbound at Seminole Pratt. That left lane is blocked. That's traffic. I'm Ricky Rousseau.
This report is sponsored by Capital One. What's in your wallet? Capital One offers no fees or minimums on checking accounts. And most Capital One cafes are open 7 days a week to assist with your banking needs. What's in your wallet? Terms apply. See CapitalOne.com/bank. Capital One N.A. Member FDIC.
Whether it's day or night, hot flashes due to menopause can be unpredictable. That's why there's Veoza, a prescription treatment proven to reduce the number and severity of hot flashes day and night that can start working in as early as 1 week. Based on clinical studies measuring efficacy at 4 and 12 weeks, individual results may vary. Talk to your healthcare provider about what this may mean for you. From moderate to severe vasomotor symptoms or hot flashes and night sweats due to menopause. Veoza can cause serious side effects, including liver problems. Your doctor will do blood tests before and during treatment. Stop Veoza and call your doctor if you have symptoms of liver problems, such as feeling more tired than usual, decreased appetite, nausea, vomiting, itching, yellowing of the eyes or skin, pale stool, dark urine, or stomach pain. Don't use Veoza if you have cirrhosis, severe kidney problems, kidney failure, or take CYP1A2 inhibitors. Ask your doctor about Veoza. To learn more, call 1-866-239-1637 or go to Veoza.com. That's VEOZAH.com. Paid for by Stellus Pharma.
If selling your car is a headache, you're doing it wrong. At GimmeTheVin.com, selling your car is simple, fast, and actually kind of fun. Just log on, enter your VIN or license plate, upload a couple of pics, and boom, instant cash offer. They buy cars, trucks, SUVs, and exotics from $3,000 to $300,000. Free pickup, pressure-free, and 5-star rated by the Better Business Bureau. That's only with GimmeTheVin.com.
Sell us your car. GimmeTheVin.com. So easy you can do it in your underwear.
Run a business and not thinking about radio? Think again. Because more people are listening to the radio on iHeart today than they were 20 years ago. And only iHeart Broadcast Radio connects with more Americans than TV, digital, social, any other media. Even twice as many teens than TikTok. And that reach means everything. Just think about the universal marketing formula. The number of consumers who hear your message times the response rate equals the results. Now let's get those results growing for your business. Radio's here now more than ever, and iHeart's leading the way. Think radio can help your business? Think iHeart. Streaming, podcasting, and radio, where the reach is real. Let us show you at iHeartAdvertising.com. That's iHeartAdvertising.com. Or call 844-844-iHeart. One more time, just call 844-844-iHeart and get radio working for you.
Hey, it's Franny, and one of my favorite things about Viome is how personalized everything is. I took their simple at-home gut test, and when my results came back, it wasn't just data, it was real guidance I could actually use. The Viome app breaks it all down for you and even gives you recipes tailored to your body and your food needs. So I'm not guessing what to eat or scrolling through recipes that don't work for me. It's simple, it's personalized, and it fits into real life. If you want to understand your body better, check out Viome, V as in Victor, IOME.com, and see what your body's been trying to tell you.
I'm Mark Anajar.
I'm Glenn Levine.
I'm Ellie Anajar.
Together, we're Anajar and Levine.
If you've been hurt in a car crash, we'll fight to get you the maximum compensation you deserve.
Call Anajar and Levine for your free consultation. 1-800-747-FREE.
In office, West Palm Beach.
The Equus Television Network is on. And now you can catch Equus Television subscription-free on your favorite smart TV platforms like Roku, Apple TV, Android, Amazon Fire TV, Google TV, and more. Plus, now you can catch your favorite equine podcasts on the all-new Equus Radio Network, on the Equus mobile app, and wherever you get your podcasts. Experience equestrian events and social happenings from around the world when you tune in to the Equus Television Network. Plus, features on equestrian lifestyle, breeding, horse health, and equine documentary film. Catch the latest horse-related news from around the world every day with Equus Television on-the-scene reporting. Tune in now to find out how you can attend the top horse-related events in the USA and around the world. Rodeo, Grand Prix, World Championship Polo, Global Dressage, Triple Crown Thoroughbred Racing, and so much more. Watch today on your favorite smart TV platform and streaming absolutely live at equustelevision.net. Join the millions, subscription-free on the Equus Television Network.
This week on Normally, we take on the debate over ICE, America's role in Iran, and why facts still matter when it comes to men and women. Join me, Carol Markowitz, and Mary Catherine Ham on Normally. Listen and subscribe on the iHeartRadio app, Apple Podcasts, or wherever you get your podcasts.
Are you 50 or older? This news is for you. The CDC recommends you get vaccinated against pneumococcal pneumonia. Even if you're healthy, your age puts you at risk. People 50 or older are over 6 times more likely to be hospitalized with pneumococcal pneumonia compared to adults 18 to 49. Just one shot can help protect you. Learn more and schedule at vaxassist.com. That's VAXassist.com. Sponsored by Pfizer.
It all comes down to this, folks.
Yep, the entire season is on the line. But my throat has officially thrown in the towel.
Sounds like you need Vicks VapoCool drops. They're max strength and vaporize sore throat pain.
Whoa! These VapoCool drops hit fast.
Speaking of fast, did you just see that play?
Yeah, he vaporized that ball.
That pun should have come with a penalty.
Vaporize sore throat pain with Vicks VapoCool drops. Use as directed.
Everyone needs to have at least one person in their corner in life. When you don't, it's an extremely lonely and frightening place to be. But knowing you have that one person gives you peace and hope. I'm John Morgan of Morgan & Morgan. Since 1988, myself and my firm have been in so many corners for so many clients for so many years. We became the largest injury firm in the world for a reason, and it's not even close. We fought like hell for you. We fight the bullies, automobile insurance companies, the makers of unsafe products, medical providers who injured or killed their own patients. It has been such an honor and made my life complete. If you ever need us, it's easy. On your mobile device or computer, visit forthepeople.com, and then we get to work 24/7. Whether you're hurt in a car crash, injured on the job, or have questions about your Social Security, we're here for you. Morgan & Morgan, for the people.
Offices West Palm Beach.
Real Radio weather.
I'm meteorologist Lauren Oleski for CBS 12 News. It's a cool one for us as we go through our Tuesday. Temperatures in the low 70s out there. A couple degrees below average for this time of year. Staying breezy too, with winds around 15 to 20 miles an hour. Higher gusts are expected. And we'll get nice and chilly again during the evening and overnight, but it's a warmer day tomorrow, back in the mid-70s for your Wednesday afternoon.
This report is sponsored by It's a Numbers Game with Ryan Gerdusky.
This week on It's a Numbers Game with Ryan Gerdusky, I break down why the government is spending more on kids even though there are fewer of them than ever before. And we examine how ICE raids in Minneapolis may end up costing them a congressional seat. Listen on the iHeartRadio app, Apple Podcasts, or wherever you get your podcasts.
Greek Trifecta is sponsored by Jason Weiser, attorney at law.
Hi, I'm Janice Torres.
And I'm Austin Hankwitz.
And we're back for Season 4 of Mind the Business Small Business Success Stories from iHeartMedia's Ruby Studio and Intuit QuickBooks.
The big thing about working in tech is that it's ever evolving, ever changing. Everyone's a rookie. That's how fast the industry is changing. So what I'm really excited about is to be part of that change.
Listen to Mind the Business Small Business Success Stories on America's #1 podcast network, iHeart. Follow Mind the Business and start listening on the free iHeartRadio app today.
Where the takes are hot and the vibe is chill.
It's the Penthouse on Real Radio.
It is the Penthouse on a Tuesday.
Is there a horse here?
It sounded like it, right?
Oh, thank you. It's the Penthouse on a Tuesday. Hope you guys are having a good day on Real Radio 921-1017 on your FM dial. I am the Greek. Dom's here. Nay. Is that your goat? Let's see where Franny comes up with. Franny's here.
Hey.
That's it. All right, time for a trifecta.
Riders up. It's Creepy Trifecta.
One thing to see great last night, if you're a Kane fan, was Bernie Kosar was at the game. If you don't remember, Bernie Kosar was with the Canes. He led them to a championship. Number 20 also was very sick the last couple months. Little touch and go. But Bernie was at the game. Played for the Browns for years. Great to see him. He looks good. He's gaining some weight back. So, Bernie Kosar, great to see you at the game last night with a lot of other University of Miami stars that were there over the years. Ray Lewis was there. So many guys were there. Warren Sapp was there. Edwin James was there. Andre Johnson, just packed with stars. Clinton Portis. Ed Reed, so it was good for that. Unfortunately, the Canes came up on the short side of the stick, 27-21. They ended up losing. All right, Jimmy Butler plays for the Warriors, and last night he got some bad news. He tore his ACL, so he'll be done for the season. The Warriors did play the Miami Heat. They did win the game, and they did cover, but Jimmy Butler blew out his ACL, so he will be done. No more Jimmy Butler for the Golden State Warriors. And like I said, I know a lot of people were not big fans of Jimmy Butler when he did leave. The Giants did get a coach finalized over the last couple of days. $100 million, $20 million a year. Harbaugh did sign with them. We'll see what he does. Can he change it around in New York? He probably thinks maybe he might have took the job too early because the Buffalo Bill job is a lot better. And they got Josh Allen, and the Bills lost on Saturday, and they fired the coach on Monday. Again, the NFL just announced yesterday they think they got that call wrong at the end of the game. So not a good situation for the Bills coach. He had a great record with them, but he couldn't do well in the playoffs.
How do you feel about Bill Belichick going to the Bills?
So they were talking about, I saw that on the 4-Letter Network.
I mean, people are speculating it. I don't know if Belichick's going to go.
It's that $1 million buyout, wasn't it? Something for UNC?
Oh, yeah. The money's, for all these people with all this money, the money doesn't mean nothing. That's the last of the issues. I don't know if Belichick's got the juice. I mean, I think he would want to go back to stick it to Kraft. Even though Kraft said he's building a statue for him because they got some bad blood, which is a shame after 21 years of great success. But we'll see. I mean, it was out there last night. Belichick was on the 4-Letter Network. Didn't look great. But I don't know. I mean, people have said that. The Bills are a good team, and they got a great quarterback. And most of these coaches, when they come into a new organization or team, that's what they want. They want a good quarterback. And Josh Allen was one of the best. Didn't play good Saturday, He owes me $1,860, but Josh, take your time. I'm not gonna break your jobs for it. It is the Penthouse, and that is a trifecta sponsored by New York Prime. Great restaurant, baby. Peace.
So I thought this would be fun for y'all to play along with, especially if you're a parent out there. 47142 started off with Real Radio. It's a funny list, and we know all of us do dumb things, but I do. I just thought I read some of these and they were really funny. So they asked parents, like, hey, when did you know that you may have raised an idiot? They said, parent, what was your I raised an idiot moment? And of course, you probably don't think you raised an idiot, but there are moments we all have. They call the blonde moments, the dumb moments in your life. And some of these are funny. 47142 started off with Real Radio. They kind of just shake your head moments. You're like, oh my God, did they really just say that or do that? And it was a fun Reddit thread. And then somebody said, and even kids are responding, saying, one said, according to my mom, I once jammed a piece of toast in the VHS player because I wanted to see how bread was made.
Oh, wow. Not good.
No, that's not how it works. They wanted to see how bread was made. And the mom was probably like, oh my God, what a dum-dum. Somebody said, my son got into a very competitive college and got a scholarship. So we bought him a ticket to come home for Christmas. He missed his flight because he said he couldn't find Expedia Airlines.
Oh, my goodness.
Oh, my God.
And they said he got a scholarship, smart kid, but dumb moment.
Yeah.
He couldn't find Expedia Airlines. That's hilarious. It says, my son, while wearing his baseball hat backwards, used his hand to block out the sun on a drive. That's when they're like, man, I think I raised a dum-dum. Because you know what? Just turn around your hat.
That might
How
help.
about that? Let's see. Grandson, but I spent a lot of time with him. He took my boat out to fish on the lake. The boat had some water in the bottom. He removed the drain plug to let the water out. So it was close to shore, so I did get my boat back, but he was 10 at the time. The boat did not sink to the bottom, thank God. They said I was standing at the bank 20 feet away and told him, hey, just plug it back up. But he took the plug out to let the water out.
How's the
instead of
water
let it
going
in.
to know? What's going on? Crazy.
Oh, my God. This one, my son peed and pooped in the litter box. He said, well, the cat does it. Why can't I?
How old was he? 17.
He was 4. I said my son really had to go while we were on a road trip, forever away from any place to stop on a long stretch of highway. They said, whatever, you gotta go. So here's an empty Gatorade bottle, and everyone else, don't look, avert your eyes. A few seconds later, said, Mom, this isn't working. It's all leaking back out. Well, yeah, kid, you're holding the bottle upside down above you instead of using it like a teeny toilet. Like, what? And then somebody said about 15 years ago, our heat went out. My son and I went to Target to grab a space heater for the living room until we could get the HVAC looked at. I found one that blew heat in all directions. The box said 360-degree heat. As I grabbed it off the shelf, my son says, 360 degrees? Who would want it that hot? So these are moments that parents were like, oh, my God, I raised an idiot moment. What you got? 47142 started off with Real Radio.
Dom, you have any in your mind?
Not right off the bat.
Yeah.
I haven't raised a kid, so.
That's true.
No, we're not talking about that, knucklehead. We're talking where your parents were like, oh, my God.
Oh, so I was the knucklehead? Thanks.
Yeah. Oh, I could probably go on until 5.
This is great. My teen son was going to wash his car. He said he got a bucket near the car and pulled the hose out as far as it would go. Well, the hose wouldn't reach the bucket. So he just stood there 10 feet away, just blasting water, trying to fill up the bucket. And they were just like, it never dawned on him that he could just move the bucket to the hose. And they're just watching him going, oh my God. What a dum-dum.
Oh, God.
Yeah.
Everybody has different things that you've done over your life or that your parents look at and go, what the hell's wrong with you? Just crazy stuff. It happens. And a lot of times it's common sense that you just, you just don't think about, or, like, ooh, what am I doing here? Or what did I just do? So let us know. Call us or text us. 877-927-6969 or text us at Real Radio 47142. Dom's got some great video of the game last night. The last play of the game, epic.
I just posted to our social.
Nice.
Oh, my God. Just when you see the whole interception. Mm-hmm. I mean, you're right on the sidelines, right?
Mm-hmm.
At Real Radio 921 is our Instagram. Check it out. He has a bunch of good videos from the day. We have Greek final poll for college football 2025-26 season. Indiana #1, Hurricanes #2. Great season. Go Canes.
No doubt. Like I said. I know it sucks if you lose. Today's a bitter day for the Canes and for being down here. But they played very, very good, and the game was close, and it went to the last minute. I mean, with the last minute left in the game, we still didn't know who was going to win. Beck, I'm sure, is having a tough day today, thinking about that stuff. Franny mentioned it earlier. I heard about it this morning on a couple of radio stations where people were like, he didn't shake anybody's hand. He's probably, like the emotion and, practicing all year from June, these guys practice, and just comes down at the end. And I'm sure at least that pass, it looked like 6.
And he wasn't just, done with the game. He was done with his whole college football career. So I'm sure he was a little emotional right there from that, too.
Oh, of course. Yeah. I mean, all of it. And he's had a great career.
Sorry, no year 8 for you.
Yeah. I mean, he's won with Georgia, in championship game, and was there again last night. He's probably the quarterback with, you're going to check the stats, but he might have the most championship experience in games. I would guess maybe 2 or 3, which is a lot for kids. But yeah, I'm sure he was, like you just said, like, oh my God, I can't believe it. But yeah, it was a great game. It really was all around for Miami. Was it cold there last night or not really?
When you were on the field, you didn't really feel it, but if you were up in the 300s, you felt the wind come through.
Yeah, it did look windy, and that's why when we were looking before the game started, we were like, oh my God, their kicker. That was the initial, like, it's windy right now. This is not going to be good.
Where I was at when he went out, everybody's like, no, go for it. But there was no time left and a half, and it ended up hitting. It's happened to him like 3-4 times this year.
Yeah.
Where it was just like, you hear that sound, it was a far kick. There's no doubt about it. But I mean, you would just think they can get somebody by now.
Somebody else, yeah.
Yeah.
Somebody texts at 47142 says, I know people love to party, and when football's on, it goes hand in hand. But I think people are there at bars more for the party atmosphere than the actual game itself. Mm-hmm. I think hockey is where it's at. They're still real tough guys, and they actually care, and they get paid normal wages. I think football, basketball, and soccer all have too many factors that are vanity-driven, where hockey players are still just so real. I'm not a hockey guy, but I have the most respect for hockey. And then, let's see, 47142 says, my ex-girlfriend wanted to fill a watering can. So I guess maybe they were like, my ex-girlfriend is a dum-dum, not kid. No, yeah. They said, my ex-girlfriend wanted to fill a watering can to water some plants. She was upset. I had connected a hose on the spigot she said she previously used. When I told her to use the hose, she replied, I don't know where the end is. I said, did you ever consider following it to the end?
Brandy, you said your ex-girlfriend. What about your new girlfriend?
My new girlfriend says that a small penis is not a big deal, but I still wish she didn't have one at all. It is a problem. Yeah.
Oh my God, you kill me. You really do. What about my new girlfriend? It is Real Radio on 921-1017. The Final Four is left in the NFL. And then before you know it, the big game will be here, the Super Bowl, and we'll see what happens with that. And you're going to start seeing a lot of things about Bad Bunny and getting ready for the Super Bowl halftime show. I saw the commercials already started yesterday.
I already ordered my shirts for the Super Bowl.
Did I see
costume changes?
Did I see Green Day's joining now for the Super Bowl
in the beginning? They'll be doing performances before the Super Bowl. But yes, you did see that, right?
Yeah, the commercials are on. I think they started this weekend for the halftime show. Could be mistaken. But I thought I did see the commercials on there for the Super Bowl halftime show. We'll see what happens. I just know that the NFL is probably very happy Houston didn't win. Houston and Seattle, imagine that Super Bowl. You'd be like, what?
But yeah, they said that Green Day is going to celebrate the Super Bowl by performing. They said this is going to be on the field. And the claim is so they were formed, I didn't realize, in Berkeley, California.
Okay.
Back in 1986. That's how long they've been together, right? But they said, yeah, we're super hyped to open Super Bowl 60 right in our backyard. And they are going to be honoring, they said, we're honored to welcome the MVPs who've shaped the game, open the night for all the fans. So, yeah, they're going to be doing it in the beginning of the Super Bowl. They'll be performing. So that's exciting. I love Green Day.
This is really good all around. I really do. That Denver game with the Buffalo Bills, that play at the end of the game cost millions of dollars to so many people. That was in overtime. And if the Bills got that, they probably would have won the game. They would have been at the 18-yard line. The NFL did say yesterday that maybe they made a mistake. That should have been a catch. We still don't know what a freaking catch is.
I wonder what Josh Allen thinks. He's probably like raising his hands like, what now? Like, what do we do now? Because I'm out of my season.
Yeah, that sucks.
It's more the coach.
Yeah, that
he
too.
got fired.
Yeah,
I mean, because if they won, I mean, you know what? He'd probably still be coaching.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he's probably like, you got to be kidding me. I was surprised that they didn't even review the play. That's what I was really
They were
shocked.
real quick with that one.
Oh, yeah, they were. Well, that's when they do stuff like that. That's when everybody says it's fixed. They want Denver, blah, 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 blah. It's just, it's so unbelievable, but you're going to get that. You know what I mean? It was an overtime playoff game. There's no reason why they shouldn't have checked it 5 times.
Mm-hmm.
It wasn't like 4 o'clock in, the end of the season where nobody cares about if 2 teams are out of playoffs.
And there wasn't another game right after. It wasn't right after, where they were waiting to get to it.
They don't care about the time. And, I mean, when it ended up happening, Buffalo did call a timeout to try to stall.
Mm-hmm.
Like, hey, why don't you guys look at it? But because it was in overtime, it can't be challenged. So that's got to come from New York and from upstairs, and it never came. I mean, I don't know. Like I said, some people say 100% it wasn't catch. Some people say it was. If you guys have a thought, call us or text us. And again, it depends on if you have a dog in a fight, don't call because you're definitely going to be partial when you've seen it. Even like last night, some of the calls, Hurricane fans were like, that's not holding or this or that or pass interference. When you're on the other side, you're saying it. I'm sorry. You can see that you could say you're not partial, but you are. I mean, you really are. There's no way that you're not. So it's one of those situations, yeah. But that call was brutal in the Buffalo game against Denver. It was an overtime. They said it was an interception, and so many people are saying, oh, no, it was a completion and guy went down. So did you see it live?
Oh, yeah.
What did you think?
I thought it was a catch.
Yeah, his knee touched. I had Buffalo, of course I thought it was. So, Franny, we got some new emojis coming?
Yeah, like they always add some more, and I don't even notice when they do. But 9 new emojis are set to hit phones and keyboards in the next year or so. But the list isn't set in stone, they said, and one of them might still change. There's a nonprofit group called Unicode Consortium decides which emojis to add, which I didn't know that. And they quietly posted a list of 9 new ones late last year. But they have another meeting this week, and it looks like one of them might be replaced. So the face with squinting eyes was on the list, but it might be knocked out by a cracking face emoji that looks like like shattered glass. They said the squinting eyes could mean something small, and you can't see it.
Get it?
So I wonder if any girls are sending that to people.
G-Man, you're going to get that one a lot?
Oh, my God. Or it could mean you're suspicious and taking a closer look. A lot of these emojis, I don't even know what half of them mean.
I don't either.
I have like the same 5 in my rotation. They said,
So do I.
They said, yeah, the cracking face is supposed to mean you're damaged.
Oh, wow.
Physically or emotionally, but you made it through and you're going to be okay.
They should put like a little bit on the side, but then you could just write
Tell
it.
you what it means.
Yeah, but then they just be like, well, you don't need emoji. I'll just tell you what it is.
So the other 8, and I thought we already had thumbs, but they said a left thumb, a right thumb.
I mean, it's good, right?
A monarch butterfly. Interesting. A butterfly net, a lighthouse, an eraser, and a pickle. I like the pickle one. They said there is one that looks like a world-ending asteroid. That's going to probably get a lot of use. Whatever the final 9 are, they said that they're not going to hit phones until later this year. They're assuming the cracking face one does make the cut because it is. But yeah, I didn't realize it's a nonprofit group that decides which emojis they add and don't. Yep. I had no idea.
Now, the eraser, you think that's, what do you send that for? Somebody's going to get whacked? We're going to erase you.
I'm done with you.
I'm done with you.
Yeah.
A breakup. You know what I mean? That could be one. You're going to get whacked. That's another one.
That's one you would use.
No, I'm just saying. I don't know what it would be eraser for. How was last night? I want to erase it from my memory. It sucked. Kane fans, I want to erase the game.
Some people want to erase some tattoos that they have, and I didn't really think about this, but they were talking about what is a tattoo that is an instant red flag if you saw it on somebody. And there's probably a lot that we could go through.
I would say names.
Partner's name, top of the list.
It has to be.
They said it's just a down payment on a cover-up, basically.
Yeah.
Teardrops on the face. You always hear that means they murdered somebody.
Yeah.
The amount of teardrops they have. This makes sense. Obviously, any Nazi symbol. It's quite a statement. Definitely red flag, excuse me. Punisher tattoo. I don't know why that would be. A forehead tattoo. They said, but this one in particular says poor impulse control. Yep. A neck tattoo that just says, trust me. A tat of their mother's face.
Really?
Yeah, that's what they said.
That's bad.
Consider a red flag if you have a tat of your mother's face.
I don't know, maybe nobody wants a mama's boy?
Maybe. I don't know.
I don't know.
Could be. Or like they said, especially on the back or whatever, or anywhere. But that would be kind of odd having sexual relations with somebody and you're staring at their mom's face. Like I can understand why that might be uncomfortable.
Yeah, I get that.
What do you guys got? 47142 started off with Real Radio. Have you ever seen a tattoo on somebody and automatically been like, yep, that is a red flag for sure?
Well, one I think of right away is Steve-O. I know he has
his own face, doesn't he?
He has that, but he also has a penis on his face.
Okay, yeah, that could be
right above his right eye.
Yeah, that's a thing.
That'd be different for a first date. I know Dennis Rodman had one for years on his back of him and a Carmen Electra doing it.
Have you ever seen? This is also a red flag. The one that they put like it's a cat, like a cat's butt on their belly button. Have you ever seen that before?
Yeah.
I haven't seen that.
Yeah,
that's different.
Yeah, I would consider that a red flag.
Yeah, there's a lot, but the name ones. I knew a girl one time who had the date of her wedding on her arm. I thought that was weird. It ended up, going bad. But she's like, that was the best day of my life, yada, yada, yada.
Somebody says one that says Boner Garage pointing down. Yeah. That could be a red flag.
Yeah, definitely could be a red flag. If you saw something like that.
Oh, my God.
Yeah, there's definitely some that you might see. Maybe if it's a grown man and he has a character of cartoon character or something like that. Like maybe a Bugs Bunny or something. You might be like, oh, God. If you have a Bugs Bunny tattoo, no shots. Just throwing it out there. I don't know. There are so many different ones. I mean, a lot of people have ones, when people ask them, what does it mean? And then you feel like it's something deep. And then they just tell you, no, I just felt like getting a butterfly in my arm. Or
somebody says, anybody with barbed wire tattoo around their bicep, they're generally pretty douchey people. Somebody put on there.
Oh, my God. How about a red flag if you're a guy or a girl, I guess, but more of a guy if you have a tattoo of your car? You know what I mean?
I don't think I've ever seen that before.
I've seen some guys, like with a pickup truck and they got the Chevy or something like that. I've seen a lot of people with sports teams. I have seen, right?
Oh, yeah.
I've seen that. And like a championship year, they'll put.
Yeah, I don't know if I'd consider that a red flag situation, though.
If you didn't like the team.
Yes.
Then you might be like, that's douchey. Yes, Tom.
G-Man, I have a talk back for you.
Yeah, this is Klaus. Guten Tag. Thank you, Dominic, for taking mine call. And G, you are gorgeous, baby. Okay, that's enough for him. Francis, I have my own special mushroom elixir. It does not take 3 to 4 weeks to kick in. In 2 to 5 hours, you, Fräulein, will want to go disco dancing. Hop.
It's different.
What's happening?
I was afraid to go dancing. Disco, not bad.
Somebody said on the text line a tramp stamp that says exit only. Okay.
Oh!
All right. And then somebody wants to know, does the ex-Bills coach sue the NFL for loss of income?
Because now they're saying that the player, I don't know. I don't know if you could prove that was the only reason why he got fired. So I don't know. I mean, that would be a long subpoena list bringing everybody in. But again, if he won, he'd still be coaching. I do believe that. And you never know. Then if he got on a run, they went to the Super Bowl, he might not have got fired.
Oh, yeah.
Because if he made the Super Bowl and lost, I don't think he would have got fired. I don't think so, because they got there. And Buffalo's had such bad luck. Next year, Buffalo fans, they got a new stadium, so maybe it's going to turn around. That'll be the year. And maybe not. It is the Penthouse on a Tuesday. I hope you guys are having a good day. Always appreciate you tuning into Real Radio 921-1017. We're going to come back with a batch, and I say a batch, and I mean a batch of Florida stories. Peace.
A what?
We'll be your friend. Follow us at Real Radio 92.1 on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter.
Hey, it's Rover. Everything costs more these days. Real Radio is here to help with $1,000 in your hand. Concert tickets? Done. New gear? Easy. Stock up for a big game party? Absolutely. Your wallet deserves a win for once. So listen for the keywords and enter at realradio921.com. $1,000 in your hand on Real Radio is sponsored by Greenway Kia.
New vehicle for the new year? Drive home a brand new Kia from Greenway Kia in West Palm Beach. Score unbeatable lease deals on the latest models. Sportage, Sorrento, Forte, and more. New car smell, low monthly payments, zero stress. Don't miss out.
We want to see ya in a Greenway Kia.
getting you up to speed on traffic on Real Radio.
Looking at a decent drive along your expressways, 95 of the Turnpike currently accident-free. Got some road work here on North Lake Boulevard westbound at Prosperity Farms Road blocking your right lane, and construction on Southern Boulevard eastbound at Seminole Pratt. That left lane is blocked. That's traffic. I'm Ricky Rousseau.
This report is sponsored by Capital One. What's in your wallet? Capital One offers no fees or minimums on checking accounts. And most Capital One cafes are open 7 days a week to assist with your banking needs. What's in your wallet? Terms apply. See CapitalOne.com/bank. Capital One N.A. Member FDIC.
The new year means new resolutions, not just for your body, but for your finances as well. Did you know that financial health is directly related to your identity protection? This is why you need LifeLock. LifeLock monitors hundreds of millions of data points per second. If your identity is stolen, LifeLock's restoration specialist will fix it, guaranteed, or your subscription money back. Resolve to make your identity, health, and wealth part of your New Year's goals with LifeLock. Visit LifeLock.com and save up to 40% off your first year with a promo code BECK. Terms apply.
Hear that? That's Mike. He took ZQL Pure Z's, so now he's sleeping soundly on a Sunday night. ZQL Pure Z's are fast-acting melatonin gummies with a complementary botanical blend to help Mike get the sleep he needs to wake up refreshed and ready to conquer Monday.
Let's do this Monday.
ZQL Pure Z's, just for sleep. Really great sleep. These statements have not been evaluated by the Food and Drug Administration. These products are not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent any disease. Use as directed.
I wish I'd gotten treated for my erectile dysfunction sooner. Men, I hear this all the time from our patients. This is Jeff for the Atlantic Men's Clinic, and if ED is a problem in your life, resolve to get it treated today and stop having it affect you and the one you love. ED is simply a medical condition, and it's fully treatable. And at the Atlantic Men's Clinic, we have treatments that are effective in well over 90% of cases, which means if you're like most guys, your ED will be a thing of the past. In fact, you could be having great sex within a day or two of your first appointment, and you'll likely find you're performing like you haven't in a long time. It's the new year. Resolve to get your ED treated and change your life. Call us at the Atlantic Men's Clinic. Your initial visit includes blood work, a medical consult, and if medically advised, a test dose. Call 877-455-7300. That's 877-455-7300. Or go to AtlanticMen'sClinic.com. That's AtlanticMen'sClinic.com. We have 7 offices across South Florida to serve you, including our new office in Hollywood, Florida.
Everyone needs to have at least one person in their corner in life. When you don't, it's an extremely lonely and frightening place to be. But knowing you have that one person gives you peace and hope. I'm John Morgan of Morgan & Morgan. Since 1988, myself and my firm have been in so many corners for so many clients for so many years. We became the largest injury firm in the world for a reason, and it's not even close. We fought like hell for you. We fight the bullies, automobile insurance companies, the makers of unsafe products, medical providers who injured or killed their own patients. It has been such an honor and made my life complete. If you ever need us, it's easy. On your mobile device or computer, visit forthepeople.com, and then we get to work 24/7. Whether you're hurt in a car crash, injured on the job, or have questions about your Social Security, we're here for you. Morgan & Morgan, for the people.
Offices West Palm Beach.
Imagine never paying for AC repairs ever. Lindstrom Air Conditioning's exclusive lifetime parts and labor warranty means zero out-of-pocket repair costs. No fees for life. Lindstrom will repair or replace system components for as long as you own your own equipment. Call Lindstrom today or visit LindstromAir.com.
I love those guys. Hey, it's Franny, and one of my favorite things about Viome is how personalized everything is. I took their simple at-home gut test, and when my results came back, it wasn't just data, it was real guidance I could actually use. The Viome app breaks it all down for you and even gives you recipes tailored to your body and your food needs. So I'm not guessing what to eat or scrolling through recipes that don't work for me. It's simple, it's personalized, and it fits into real life. If you want to understand your body better, check out Viome, V as in Victor, IOME.com, and see what your body's been trying to tell you.
Love music? Bring it to every room. With Sonos, you can play what you want, all around your home. Discover how easy it is to bring every room to life with incredible sound. Explore Sonos speakers, soundbars, and more at Sonos.com.
Are you 50 or older? This news is for you. The CDC recommends you get vaccinated against pneumococcal pneumonia. Even if you're healthy, your age puts you at risk. People 50 or older are over 6 times more likely to be hospitalized with pneumococcal pneumonia compared to adults 18 to 49. Just one shot can help protect you. Learn more and schedule at vaxassist.com. That's VAXassist.com. Sponsored by Pfizer.
It all comes down to this, folks.
Yep, the entire season is on the line. But my throat has officially thrown in the towel.
Sounds like you need Vicks VapoCool drops. They're max strength and vaporize sore throat pain.
Whoa! These VapoCool drops hit fast.
Speaking of fast, did you just see that play?
Yeah, he vaporized that ball.
That pun should have come with a penalty.
Vaporize sore throat pain with Vicks VapoCool drops. Use as directed.
Here's what's happening with the weather on Real Radio.
I'm meteorologist Lauren Oleski for CBS 12 News. It's a cool one for us as we go through our Tuesday. Temperatures in the low 70s out there. A couple degrees below average for this time of year. Staying breezy, too, with winds around 15 to 20 miles an hour. Higher gusts are expected. And we'll get nice and chilly again during the evening and overnight, but it's a warmer day tomorrow, back in the mid-70s for your Wednesday afternoon.
This report is sponsored by It's a Numbers Game with Ryan Gerdusky.
This week on It's a Numbers Game with Ryan Gerdusky, I break down why the government is spending more on kids even though there are fewer of them than ever before. And we examine how ICE raids in Minneapolis may end up costing them a congressional seat. Listen on the iHeartRadio app, Apple Podcasts, or wherever you get your podcasts.
Now that a new year is here, start 2026 by showing your gratitude. iHeartRadio's Thank a Teacher, powered by Donors Choose, celebrating the incredible impact of public school educators. Nominate an outstanding teacher in your life who's gone above and beyond for their students to be among the winners of $5,000 to stock their classroom. Teachers give their time, money, and hearts to help students succeed. Help us say thank you to the educators shaping our future. Get all the info and nominate a teacher who goes the extra mile today at iHeartRadio.com/teachers.
From the Anajar and Levine Accident Attorneys Studios.
Have you been in an accident? Call Anajar and Levine Accident Attorneys at 1-800-747-FREE.
That's 1-800-747-3733.
Real Radio 92.1 is WZZR West Palm Beach, an iHeartRadio station.
Make us the #1 preset on your car radio and on the free new and improved iHeartRadio app. Listen for all your music, radio, and podcasts. Free never sounded so good.
Hey, it's Rover. Real Radio wants to put $1,000 in your hand. Enter the nationwide keyword PAY at realradio921.com. That's PAY. Enter it now at realradio921.com.
From the barstool to the broadcast.
Let's do it.
This is the Penthouse on Real Radio.
It is the Penthouse on a Tuesday. Yabba dabba do, baby. I hope you guys are having a good afternoon and appreciate it. Dom is here.
What's up, G-Man?
Of course, Francis is here.
Hello.
And it's time for another batch of stories of this great state of ours, Florida.
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 Did you say
Florida?
I'm from Florida.
WTF.
What the Florida?
Well, we have a South Florida woman facing grand theft auto charges after police say she ordered a Lyft ride, then stole the driver's car. Lindsay called for a ride from a Family Dollar in South Miami. When the driver arrived, she asked him if he could help her load her bags in the trunk. And of course, he was nice enough to help her, so he walked to the back of the car, and that's when she jumped in the driver's seat and took off in his Honda Accord. The driver's girlfriend helped track her down using the Find My iPhone app, well, because his phone was still in the Lyft. And they said the phone led police straight to her house, where they said they saw her house, but then she got in with some friends and went off, and then they had a traffic stop, so they did end up stopping her. Not only did she have the stolen vehicle, she was driving it, she also had a pipe with crack cocaine on it, she had Xanax, and her license was suspended for 2 years. So she is a bit of a dope. Then we have another Florida man who is making threats to politicians, including our governor. It's another one. And he is now in jail without bond after posting these death threats. Claim here is that he was posting on X, and he's been doing it for a while, starting in November, continuing on. He also posted videos claiming the governor had signed a law targeting anyone with his name for arrest or execution. Just making up stuff. On New Year's Eve, authorities flagged another post that he was threatening a Secret Service director, Sean Curran. Cook admitted to owning the account, making the post out of frustration, but it gets worse. His earlier post, this is what a doofus this guy is. Includes him with selfies, pictures of his birth certificate, all this stuff. So he's basically like, this is me.
Hello.
Which is probably giving his defense attorney nightmares saying that he did all that. And then finally here in What the Florida, if these two get married, they'll have one heck of a first date story. A guy in Florida got arrested last weekend after doing donuts in a church parking lot while he was on his first date. And she was sitting right next to him riding shotgun. 28-year-old Landon Morris from Orlando had a date with a woman. And they said he drove his souped-up Corvette 3 hours to go pick her up. 3 hours.
That's all right.
Right? The date was in Inglewood. Cops say he sped through several neighborhoods with her in the passenger seat. Then he just started doing donuts in a parking lot of Kingdom Hall of Jehovah Witness Church. Someone who lives nearby said it was very loud and that the car sounded like, it was, they said, hot rodded out. Cops showed up after someone did call it in. They have pictures of it. She looks terrified.
Sure.
They said she looks it, but they said that she wasn't. She told the cops she asked him to do the donuts.
Oh, God. They sound like a match made in heaven.
Right? So he is facing charges for street racing. It's not clear if he got a second date or not, but he was all smiles in the mugshot, so maybe he did get a second date. And that is What the Florida.
Great job, Franny. We do it twice a show. Studies are done about the worst time to wake up sleeping. And they stay, this one study says stage 3, between 3 and 4 a.m. And if you wake up at that time, that is very bad for you. You'll be very groggy throughout the whole day. Also, 5 o'clock, they say, research indicates that is another bad time to wake up. It's a low point. It's funny, the 5 a.m. club, they have a lot of that. People get up 5 a.m., but every research is different. Everybody has different opinions. 5 a.m. to get up is early, too. As an adult, they say you should at least get 7 hours. That's what you need. What's so funny?
I got like an hour and a half maybe last night.
I don't even know how you're functioning.
Well, that's one day. You know what I mean? So you go home today after the Greek song, you go home, you go to sleep, and you rest.
Woohoo.
Yeah, but, like I said, it's funny because there's always one study says one thing, there's another study that says something else, but they have that 5 o'clock club, or you get up 4:30, 5 o'clock, you work out.
But a lot of these people go to bed super early, too, so they're getting that full 7 to 9 hours.
Yeah, I was going to say, but then you got to go to bed early.
Yeah.
I mean, very few people can be, productive on, say, 5-6 hours.
And the older you get, the more important sleep becomes.
Yeah.
Like, people do not realize how important it is for you.
Yeah, just like when you're a little baby, you need a lot of sleep. And then when you get old, you need a lot of sleep. Dom's trying to get through it today. He didn't have a lot of sleep. Were you okay driving home last night?
Mm-hmm. I was still, high
Hyped
off
up?
the game, still really buzzing.
Any brewskis or no?
No, there was press, so I was in the press lounge. There's so many people around there that you can't drink really there.
Did you have a chance to try any of the chocolate chip cookies?
Oh, no, I didn't have those. I'm sorry.
Oh, no? I
was in the luxury booth like you, sweet.
A lot of suites have them. I thought maybe for the press they throw you something.
No, they had like popcorn. They had meals and stuff available. I didn't see your cookies.
We went to the Kentucky Derby years ago. They had a whole press thing for us to eat and everything like that, which was nice. They usually do a big spread for the press.
Yeah, I didn't see your cookies.
Yeah, no. I heard you the first time. I heard there was no cookies there. 877-927-6969. That is the number to call. You can also text us at Real Radio 47142. Anything about the game you want to guys get into, talk about it. What about the Canes? What about Beck? How do you think does he get drafted? And again, it is tough, I think, for the Cane fans last night and the players to see a team celebrate on their home field. That usually doesn't happen in college football.
Mm-hmm.
They'll play in the Rose Bowl or different games like that. If you're involved in it, you know what I mean? And this is a double whammy for the Canes because that's their home field, and they were playing them. So I think that added to all the hype and bothered them.
Indiana showed up. There were still more Indiana fans there than Hurricane fans.
I think I from what I heard, the narrative of people, I think that they assumed that was going to happen.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I mean, they showed up in all the other two, too. When they were in the Peach Bowl in Atlanta.
Oh, my God, there was only, 5% Oregon fans?
That's what they said. And the Rose Bowl, too, with Alabama. They said it was like 70. This seemed like at least 70-30 to me. I don't know.
I was talking with someone that was at the last game for the
Peach Bowl.
Yep, the Peach Bowl. And they were saying that if you were there, you couldn't even tell Oregon was there unless you knew their band was there. That was the only way you could tell that there was Oregon there, was just because of the little section from the band.
Yeah. Also, those ticket prices weren't as much as these, so I think people were going to represent. And don't forget, this is the first year, second year that they're good, but the first year that this team really, made a footprint and people wanted to go, and they wanted to celebrate. So 3 games they had to go on the road. I'm sure there's some people who went there a whole season, 6, 8, whatever it was, 7 home games, and then all this. You're talking about a pretty penny.
Oh, I was on the bus next to a guy, and he was telling me that he went to the three of the last games.
Yeah.
And he brought his wife and his kid. So imagine 3 tickets.
Yeah,
for
it's a lot.
3 of those games, and then add in the hotel, the airfare, and all that.
Wow.
He must do pretty good for a living.
Did you ask him what you do?
I got his number, actually.
Do you?
So actually,
let's call him today. Maybe he's a he sells condoms.
Oh,
Ask him.
that won't do good for you.
No.
There's no endorsement there.
Oh, he'd still do it. What?
877-927-6969. I never hit you, but boy, do you come after me. Fast
What?
and
It's not coming after. It's just, I'm just spitting the truth.
877-927-6969. I have an ability. What can I tell you?
Ability not to wear condoms.
Well, that's a different kind of ability. That's foolish. Don't do that. Be responsible. We're talking about a guy who bet 10 horses in a 10-horse race. You think you're going to get any logic out of that?
So, G-Man, I ran into someone yesterday that knows you. And so I was just hanging out on the field, and all of a sudden this guy walks up and starts talking to me. Hey, how's it going?
Knows me from here?
Yeah.
All right, okay.
Yep. And he's like, hey, how's it going? I'm like, hey. And he introduced himself. He's like, hey, I'm this. And I'm like, oh, who you with? He's like, I'm with iHeart. I'm like, oh. You're the guy that helped me get my ticket. I appreciate you so much.
Did you say that?
Yeah,
Oh,
I said,
nice.
I thank you so much. This is a once in a life opportunity. And he's like, I'm like, oh yeah, I'm on the Greek Zone with G-Man. And he's like, oh, Greek, is he coming tonight? And I go, funny story about that one. G-Man, he was going to come. He had a suite. He had the black lane and everything available to him. And then game time comes and he's not coming. And the guy's face just goes, that sounds like typical G.
Yeah.
No show. Might show up or just might leave early. Sounds like G.
Yeah, that's me. And what am I going to say? I'm honest.
But some random guy, of course, comes up to me and knows you right on the dot.
Well, he's from iHeart, so of course he knows me. He's an individual, too, that a couple of years ago, iHeart has a box. And there was another gentleman. I didn't know this guy that well then, but there was another gentleman for iHeart, and I was walking by, and he was like, Greek, sorry, we really can't get you in the box, right? And I was like, I don't want to come in your box. I don't care who you are. And he was just like, and I was like, I'm in the next box, which was double the size. And I was like,
waving through the window.
I was like, hello. But I wasn't even looking to come in. But because I was walking by, he's like, gee.
He thought you were trying to get access to it.
Because everybody in the iHeart box who works there, maybe it's other, markets, Miami, us, people do go by and try to see what's going on and try to get in. And then once they're in, they're like, okay, I'm in and who's going to bother me? Because usually our box is not full. More for concerts than for the games, especially where the Dolphins are. I mean, there's a lot of people buying a ton. Like, we don't utilize it. But if Franny wanted to go to a game, just saying she wanted to go, say, to a Dolphin game next year, and she called them up, I know numbers, who she called. They would say, yeah, come on. Not every week, but they would let her go.
I was going to say, I thought that was more like an upper management kind of thing.
No, they have everybody there. They have people that are salespeople there. They have people in continuity. They do. So, I mean, so that's what they think, though, that you're trying to get in. But I wasn't trying to get in. It's just when I come out of duty calls to the right, their box is right there, and then there's the men's room. So he was out, and he goes, Great, sorry. And I'm like, sorry for what? Get away from me. Sorry. And it goes, get out of here. I got my own cookies. I don't need you.
It always comes back to the cookies.
Always.
The cookies are awesome there. I mean, they are just probably the best cookies.
I would have been so. G-Man showed up and just got a cookie and then left.
And then left. Wouldn't be surprised.
I could do something like that. Yeah, I would do. I was very, very close. There's 1 or 2 times during the game I was like, should I have went? But I don't have the juice. the coming home sucks. I mean, the president was there. One of my other friends, a couple of my other friends went. They said the security was so bad. They said it was like a Super Bowl.
Yeah. To just get into the event, you had to go through Secret Service security. So the Secret Service was actually checking you, patting you down, went through your whole bag.
It's intimidating.
Oh, I'm sure. Yeah, it was insane.
But the whole place was Secret Service. It wasn't just
With the president there, yeah.
It was all over.
Yep.
Last year when I did the event remember when we did the event for the Greeks?
Mm-hmm.
And he
Came by?
Yeah, he came by.
The motorcade.
And I was like in shock with those guys with the machine guns. Like they were like as close to Franny in the fatigues. I was like, wow. I mean, that's intimidating.
They want to be intimidating.
Yeah. Like if you never see it, there were so many, and that was him. He already drove by. And he was gone.
The point, they want you to be intimidated. So we have people who text in about red flag tattoos, 47142. We didn't mention this, but they said red flag tattoo and Nazi swastika. Yeah, definitely. Yeah. For Annie, 2 tattoo red flags. They said Pepsi on Panda. That's my girlfriend's husband, I guess they think. And they said, I guess Dano has a lot of Looney Tunes tattoos. I did not know that. I don't think I've ever seen Dano's tattoos. I said, speaking of Dano, great to hear his voice doing commercials on the station. They said, ask Dom about his nickname, Mudfinger. Great to hear you all enjoyed the game last night, and that's from Casey in North Palm.
Mudfinger?
So I guess, yes. Dom, do you want to explain how you got that name?
I could blame the Love Docs when I was, learning my ways on the radio with them, with Luke and Dano. They put up a Facebook post. This was probably 6-7 years ago, introducing me. And they wanted the real radio listenership to pick a name for me.
Oh, so they picked it.
Yes, they let it go to the listenership.
Yeah.
Everyone wrote in on Facebook. There was hundreds of comments.
Damn, like douchebag?
Nope, they went with Mudfinger. And then actually Dano had his wife create a song for it and everything. I've been needing to ask Dano if I could find the song in the system.
We got to get it.
So his wife wrote a song and sang it?
Sang it and everything.
Wow, you had to feel
a theme song.
Oh, wow.
We got to hear it. We need to have this in our lives.
So what was your nickname?
Mudfinger.
Mudfinger.
Was the
No, you haven't heard that?
No, I never did.
47142 says, when I was 8, my cousin told me to eat this brown-colored pepper. I have a video
with the Mudfinger.
Well, no, I have a video of my husband doing this with my buddy Chef Daryl, and they were in so much pain, but they were like, hey, eat this. They're like, it tastes like chocolate. I bit into it, felt like all the oxygen left my body. It took my parents an hour to calm me down from the pain. Later that evening, the same cousin told me to eat this white pepper. It tastes like vanilla. Again, the same thing happened. Why are you believing your cousins? To my body, I had the same symptoms before because it was a white ghost pepper. My father felt bad for me, but I heard him say that was the stupidest thing for me to fall for the same joke twice.
Yeah.
Yeah, I get it. But those ghosts, so Matt grew the chocolate ghost peppers, and it's one of the hottest peppers out there.
Okay.
And he loves spicy. Him and Daryl took a bite out of it. I have never seen sweats come off the top of somebody's head like that. It was
Really?
They were in excruciating pain. Let's see. Oh, somebody wants to hear Misspeak 20. And I won't read the rest of the text, but it's funny. You made me laugh. But yes, they said, can we get Misspeak 20 for today's date, please, is what we got here at 47142. And then quickly, somebody wants to know, wait, let me read this one first, and then I'll ask you, G-Man. They said there's a lot of people that had season tickets, unfortunately didn't want to go. They wanted to recoup their season tickets they've been paying for 20 years. I think that's a mistake if you're a real fan. And that story you just talked about, Franny, with the guy that drove 3 hours together and then drove around different communities. She probably said to him, hey, let's do the wheels. I'm sorry, that text didn't make sense, so I'm going to end it there. But, G-Man, somebody wants to know, did you hit your parlay? They weren't listening earlier.
No, I did not. No, we started off 2-0, and then that was it.
It'd be a little more yippy if you had $200,000 extra in his pocket, I think.
Yeah, we started off 2-0. We were hot, and then we fizzled out. But we did try.
All
and
right.
it was still a great bet.
Well, we got Misspeak 20?
We do. Here we
All
go.
right.
This is your Greek Misspeak Review.
Saratoga Thursdays.
What?
She's got a black eye. I don't know where that came from.
She was in a cue hole. Ball. She probably got a ball.
In the cue hole.
Yeah. Corner pocket cue hole.
It's in the hole! So, major drama going on for Amber. Having an affair with a married guy.
Nice.
Who would you rather spend the night with? A, your wife, or B?
B. And I got a bad feeling.
That's bad.
It's bad, you know.
I mean, you get hit with an arrow, you get shot by a foot. But my God, you want to talk about chop suey in a broom can? You can make it.
What the heck did I just say?
You were the peach in my apple.
Well, you got chocolate in my peanut butter.
I mean, if you get anything for anything, take it. You'll get something.
What would you do with a brain if you had one?
That's a classic. We might have to play one Greek misspeak every day for the day that it's on. You know, like January 20th, play 20, 21. For anyone to let you know this morning,
So what are you going to do at like 170?
We're not going to get up to 170. We're going to go like 30, 31. Wise ass. Answer the phone.
I got a talk back for you real quick.
Okay.
Wise ass.
All right, so I got a couple of questions here. We got to rewind this back to the part about the tattoos. Because G was talking about nobody wants a mama's boy, right? And it might be a little weird if you had a tattoo of your mom on your back. And then I think Franny came in and goes, yeah, if you're having sexy time and you're looking at a picture of somebody's mom, might be a little weird. I'm having a hard time figuring out the logistics of that, Franny. Can you help me out with that?
It's called
and
pegging,
Dom,
Jeremy.
rewind those tapes.
Oh, man.
I do understand, yes. The logistics are all kind of odd.
I love Jeremy. Who do we got?
We have Evan on the phone.
Evan, good afternoon, and thank you for the pizza last week.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Yes, and the salad. Thank you.
For the salad, you are just a prince in a kingdom of people.
Well, it was pizza week, right?
Yes.
There you go. There you go. Well, you're welcome. You deserve it. Now, I want to get to this Mudfinger deal. Now, when Dano's wife sang the song, they did a really good production of it, but it was in the theme of Goldfinger.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
It was really well done. It was well produced. It was that with the background and all that. Really the horns and all that stuff was really good.
Oh wow,
and
nice.
You know that song. And you know the song Goldfinger. Remember that song?
Yeah, the theme song for the movie. Obviously, yeah, I do remember it a little.
Okay. Well, Jimmy Page was 15, and he was on that song.
Oh, wow.
He played on that song with Vic Flick, I think his name was, the lead guitar player. But Jimmy Page was on it, and he was 15 at the time.
Wow. Hope they paid him.
Well, no, because he was a studio musician, because he was under because he wasn't he was underage to get money, so they gave him like $15 or something like that. He says just nothing, but he just wanted the studio time. Oh, that's what they did. They gave him studio time.
Oh, okay.
To get on it. So really cool. But yeah, if you can get that song, it's funny as hell, man.
And we got to reach out to Dan.
I'm texting him right
now.
now.
Yeah, I want to hear it because I've never heard it before. And his wife Allison has a beautiful voice, so yeah, I want to hear it.
And that's an honor that they gave you a nickname.
I heard her sing Journey one time, and she was great.
Mm-hmm. She got a great voice.
Yep. All right. Well, welcome back, and it was a great game. I'm a Hurricanes fan, obviously. That Greek, but it was a great game.
No, it was an awesome game. Canes had a fantastic season. I mean, you know how much sports I watch and listen to. Nobody's even talking about it. They were a 10 seed. You know what? Very few people are mentioning that going against a 1 seed. And they played Indiana very tough. They really did. Like most games, a couple different plays would have changed the outcome. I was surprised at the end of the game when they had 3rd and 5 and Indiana ran and then kicked a field goal, because I would have definitely passed and tried to get the first down or touchdown. And then, they would have been up by 10. So when, they went for it and they didn't get it, kicked the field goal, I go, man, this is perfect. They're only down by 6. So I was surprised he did that.
Yeah. Yeah, and it was fun, and so we got. And do you think even if Buffalo would have won, or if Buffalo would have caught that pass, they gave them a pass, do you think they would have won that game?
Yeah, they were at the 19-yard line. Yeah, they had first and goal. I mean, they had 1st and 10, not first and goal. Yeah, they would have ran it 3 times, kicked a field goal. And who knows? They might have won the AFC Championship. And if he got to the Super Bowl, even if he lost, I don't think he would have got fired. Yeah, I think they would have definitely won. Josh Allen played a bad game. He unreal. That's not normal for him. He had 2 interceptions, 2 fumbles. It's a shame. The guy gets fired. I don't want to see anybody lose their job. He's been there for years, winning season, but in the playoffs, they can't get over the hump.
And as a Dolphin fan, I'm glad to see it.
All right, well, we don't know who's coming in. So the Dolphins hired a new coach. We don't even know who the hell he is. I know he's from the Packers.
I think he's from Pittsburgh, right? A defensive coordinator from Pittsburgh or something?
I thought the Packers. I think the Packers. I haven't really dived into it.
Yeah, the Packers, yeah.
Yeah. But like I said to Franny, it's like you go to a Christmas party and you're like, who's that? You don't even know who he is. But you know what? Doesn't mean anything. He could be a great coach. We had a caller text in and said he's known for discipline, and that's something the Dolphins need very much so. There's no discipline down there for the last 3 to 5 years since, McDaniel was there. So hopefully that works out.
All right, well, you going to have the zone today?
Yes, the zone is on, baby. Got Brady Matthews calling in. We're going to talk to him. He's a Bear fan, and he was at the game. Dom was at the game last night, and now Brady was at the Bear game. We're going to talk to him and see what it was like. I know it was a tough Sunday for him, but we'll see what it was like and how much he froze his ass off.
All right, well, I'll be listening.
All right, Evan, thank you so much. And again, thanks for the salad for Francis and the pizza. You're very generous.
Yeah, thank you very much.
That was very, very nice of you. You are a class act. It is a Penthouse. If tomorrow anybody wants to top Evan, you can bring us a steak or Sam. We do have we have to get to something. We have a Franny's favorite restaurant that you like in Palm Beach Gardens that I went to last week.
Oh, okay. Stage.
Yeah,
okay.
They sent an email that they want to bring us food.
Mm-hmm.
And we said, we're going to ask Franny first because she's the boss, and we'll see what she wants, and they're going to bring us. Very nice of them. I want to see if they'll chip in on my American Express bill this month, but they said, no, we'll stick with lunch. It is the Penthouse, and we'll be back. Hee-hee.
Real Radio is the news junkie.
Traces of ketamine should show up in your urine for up to 14 days after the last usage. However, this could be extended for large amounts of consumption and depending on the metabolism.
The News Junkie. Weekday afternoons at 3 on Real Radio 92.1 and 101.7. Let's see what's up with traffic on Real Radio.
From the Gordon Partners Traffic Center. Have you been injured in a motor vehicle accident? Call 561-333-3333 or go to fortheinjured.com.
Emergency vehicles clearing now. I-95 North, right before Woolbright Road. Palm Beach Gardens roadwork with the right lane blocking your off-ramp. I-95 North to PGA Boulevard. Expect delays there. That's traffic. I'm Jody Stewart.
This report is sponsored by Wellness Unmasked with Dr. Nicole Sapphire.
This week on Wellness Unmasked with Dr. Nicole Sapphire, I will break down the new food pyramid and how you can use the updated guidelines to get healthier right now. Listen on the iHeartRadio app, Apple Podcasts, or wherever you get your podcasts.
It all comes down to this, folks.
Yep, the entire season is on the line. But my throat has officially thrown in the towel.
Sounds like you need Vicks VapoCool drops. They're max strength and vaporize sore throat pain.
Whoa! These VapoCool drops hit fast.
Speaking of fast, did you just see that play?
Yeah, he vaporized that ball.
That pun should have come with a penalty.
Vaporize sore throat pain with Vicks VapoCool drops. Use as directed.
Spring Training 2026 at Roger Dean Chevrolet Stadium is approaching fast. Individual tickets are on sale now, plus season tickets, groups, mini plans, and more. Buy your tickets at RogerDeanChevroletStadium.com or call 561-630-1828.
I'm fixing to tell you something that the insurance industry does not want you to ever hear. Bullies often delay and deny. I see them sitting on premiums paid and making money and dragging it out for as long as they can. Many times, we're forced to take them to court. I'm John Morgan of Morgan & Morgan. Their high-paid lobbyists are on a mission to make sure that at trial, jurors are not allowed to learn that the at-fault party has insurance, and in some cases, lots of it. I can think of no case in all my years where there was no insurance for the at-fault party. So let's fight back. It's all these bullies understand. Tell everybody you know the truth. If you've been injured in a car crash or hurt at a store or business, visit forthepeople.com. We're here 24/7. It's that easy. Morgan & Morgan, forthepeople.com.
Offices West Palm Beach.
Running for office means having something important to say. Radio is the most personal medium out there. Voters hear the real you, exactly the way you want to be heard. No filters, no AI, just your voice, your message. And it's 1/10 the time and cost of video. Don't just campaign. Connect with millions all over the country, even thousands in the smallest communities with radio. Be on the air in just 48 hours. Visit winwithiheart.com. That's winwithiheart.com.
Hey, it's Franny, and one of my favorite things about Viome is how personalized everything is. I took their simple at-home gut test, and when my results came back, it wasn't just data, it was real guidance I could actually use. The Viome app breaks it all down for you and even gives you recipes tailored to your body and your food needs. So I'm not guessing what to eat or scrolling through recipes that don't work for me. It's simple, it's personalized, and it fits into real life. If you want to understand your body better, check out Viome, V as in Victor, IOME.com, and see what your body's been trying to tell you.
Hennion and Walsh was made for people like you. People who understand the value of experienced, highly skilled professionals. That's why you'll have access to a team of specialists to help you invest for the life you want. Why? You've earned it. We're Hennion and Walsh, and a team built around you. Get a second opinion. Call 800-279-5279 or find us online. Investing involves risk, including the possible loss of principal. Advisory services provided by Hennion & Walsh Asset Management. Securities offered by Hennion & Walsh Inc. Member FINRA SIPC.
Men, it's the new year, and for many of us, it's a time of deciding to make positive changes in our lives. This is Jeff for the Atlantic Men's Clinic, and if you're suffering with erectile dysfunction and are tired of the frustration and embarrassment ED causes, you should call the Atlantic Men's Clinic today, because there probably isn't a better resolution you can make than to be done with ED. You see, ED doesn't just affect you, it can also affect your partner, even if they don't talk about it. But here's some great news. If you're like most guys, the treatments at the Atlantic Men's Clinic will give you back your sex life, because our protocols have success rates that work in well over 90% of cases. Seriously, you might even find you're performing like you haven't in years. So, make an appointment and get ED out of your life. Your initial visit includes blood work, a medical consult, and if medically advised, a test dose. Call 877-455-7300 or go to AtlanticMen'sClinic.com. That's AtlanticMen'sClinic.com. We have 7 offices across South Florida to serve you, including our new office in Hollywood, Florida. Atlantic Men's Clinic, a Promenic restorative health practice.
Wish you could save on home insurance? With Allstate, you could easily save and get quality protection. Yep, it's a win-win. So what are you waiting for? Check Allstate first for a quote today. You're in good hands with Allstate.
Are you 50 or older? This news is for you. The CDC recommends you get vaccinated against pneumococcal pneumonia. Even if you're healthy, your age puts you at risk. People 50 or older are over 6 times more likely to be hospitalized with pneumococcal pneumonia compared to adults 18 to 49. Just one shot can help protect you. Learn more and schedule at vaxassist.com. That's VAXassist.com. Sponsored by Pfizer.
Here's the latest with weather on Real Radio.
I'm meteorologist Lauren Oleski for CBS 12 News. It's a cool one for us as we go through our Tuesday. Temperatures in the low 70s out there. A couple degrees below average for this time of year. Staying breezy, too, with winds around 15 to 20 miles an hour. Higher gusts are expected. And we'll get nice and chilly again during the evening and overnight, but it's a warmer day tomorrow, back in the mid-70s for your Wednesday afternoon.
This report is sponsored by Valvoline Instant Oil Change.
Sounds kind of like the starting bell to Grandma's house. Or maybe snowbirding. Just remember to stop by before you go. Valvoline Instant Oil Change. Oil changes in about 15 minutes. No appointment needed.
The football postseason lives on iHeartRadio.
Here we go. 20, 15, 10, heading to the goal line. Touchdown, Denver.
From the official NFL podcast network.
Welcome to NFL Daily.
Fox Sports Radio.
Sam Darnold is going to have to prove to all of us in a big game he can play big.
Or local stations that bring you the games live.
It's knocked away and it's intercepted.
iHeartRadio brings you all of it. Just open the iHeartRadio app and search football to dive in.
Stuck at work? Escape with the Penthouse on Real Radio.
Wah, 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 wah. You know what animal that is?
Is this what we're doing now?
Just asking.
Animal noises on the Penthouse.
Wah, wah, wah.
I don't know what that is. Do you know what that is?
That's somebody crying because they lost a lot of money at the casino.
I thought it was an animal.
It's anybody. It is the Penthouse on a Tuesday. Dom's in the house.
Hello.
Francis is here.
Hi.
We got a trifecta, and we got an interesting guest with some interesting story. Whoa!
Oh, God.
Riders up. It's Creek's Trifecta.
All right, Heat lost last night to the Golden State Warriors. Jimmy Butler tore up his ACL, so he's done for the season. I know a lot of fans were in love with Jimmy when he was here, but when he left, they were not too happy. But unfortunately, Jimmy got hurt last night, and that's not good for him or the Warriors, so he will be done. If you didn't see this last night, maybe you fell asleep at 6:45. The Miami Hurricanes lost last night to Indiana. Indiana's champs 27-1 at Hard Rock Stadium. Domster was in the house.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, he was, making a big appearance. A lot of great videos. Check him out.
At Real Radio 921 on Instagram.
Yeah, really, really cool videos.
Some of them are on Gator. I even posted the Wild if I saw Rick Ross or not getting arrested.
That's nice. Next time you want to go to a concert, ask Wild or get John.
You know, I heard
like,
my
Jason,
little birdie
yeah,
that it wasn't even all you that got it all done.
Yeah.
Jason and Mark.
Yeah, right.
That's what I heard.
That's good. Did they do the first initiative? No. Do you think they got that kind of juice? Go ahead, kiss their ass. Go ahead, go with him. Go with him. Go. Get out.
Okay, Sharice, you can take over now.
Leave her alone. She's in a very tough mood. She had a tough weekend. Don't bother Sharice. She's just like, I can see.
I feel bad for her.
Yeah, so do I. I want to help you right now. I really do. I feel that bad for you. And the story gets even better. Trifecta is finished. Sponsored by New York Prime. Sharice is here. She's worked with us for years. She does a bang-up job. She also does work as a blackjack dealer at Seminole Casino, Coconut Creek. And when I just saw her in the hall, I said, Sharice, how you doing? I could see the face was low, and I know you didn't have the Hurricanes last night. So tell everybody what happened.
So on Friday, me and my homegirls, who I also do blackjack with, we all do the same thing.
And you deal more than just blackjack, right? Like, don't you do a little bit of like a lot of table games?
Yeah, war.
Okay.
And then there's like 4 different variations of blackjack, like Spanish 21, Trilux, things like that.
Okay.
But it's all blackjack.
Yeah.
So all of us now like to gamble.
I mean, you're around it. You're around it all the time. So eventually, right, it was bound to happen.
Right. So every time we all go out for drinks and all that stuff, we're like, y'all want to go to the Hard Rock? And we're like, okay, let's go. So we went to the Hard Rock. It was on a Friday night.
Because you can't gamble where you work, right?
No, we can't.
Okay.
But we can gamble at any other casino.
Yeah.
So my budget was $200, right?
Uh-oh.
That's still a lot.
It is.
It is.
Yeah.
I get pissed if I lose $20. So
Girl.
that's a lot.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
And it's the Hard Rock, so you can't find a table that
Not at
is
night.
yeah. Well, you can. That's open. Yeah. But I'm talking about like the minimum was $50
Plus
per
it's a
hand.
holiday weekend.
Exactly. So we were looking for like $20 tables, $15 tables. They don't have that at their Hard Rock.
I didn't know that. Really?
No.
Huh.
Especially on weekends.
Yeah.
So it changes.
Yeah, Monday, Tuesday, it's
Based
different.
off how
Yeah.
busy it is.
Interesting. I didn't know that.
Yeah, like the
Even in
minimum.
Vegas.
Yeah. Like the minimum that they'll have sometimes is like $25 per hand, which is doable.
Yeah. Okay.
But they didn't have it that night.
So you played 50?
I played $50 hands. So I lost that $200 within 5 minutes, honey.
Ouch.
So then my homegirl, she was like, because she lost money too.
Yeah.
So she was like, I'm going to take out another 100. And I was like, all right, if you do it, I'm going to do it. So I took out another 100. Lost that within another minute, and then I took out another $100.
No.
Oh, so now you got extra
But
fees too.
you're just chasing it. You're like trying to get your money back.
Yeah, because I'm like, I'm gonna make it back.
Yeah.
Nope, did not.
So when you go to the ATM, always take out your max.
Yeah.
So you don't keep getting hit with fees. And if you don't use
What
it,
are the
put it-
fees over there in the casino? How much they usually hit you up?
I got
$10?
no, I was only charged like $7.
All right.
Yeah. A lot, though, but it adds up.
Yeah. Well, I had $400 in my pocket, like actual money already.
Okay.
And I slipped 100 to my homegirl, and she just cashed at me. But then when I lost, I had no more cash left, so then I took out another 100. But
so $400 later.
Yeah, $400 later in the tank. I was sick.
That hurts. Like I get it. $400 would make me. It's like G-Man. That's nothing. That's like he's just like.
I don't know what spin.
Yeah, that's one. You're right. One spin, but $400, man. Oh,
Man,
that
it was
hurts.
tough. And then it was like really late at night. And typically when that was like our third time going to the Hard Rock together. So the last 2 times we went, we would always meet a guy. You know what I mean?
I love this
a guy
part.
will always come up to me or whatever. And, I'm going to be nice and talk to him or whatever. And he'll he'll find out that I lost money.
Because you'll tell him.
Yeah. He's like, oh, so you're going to gamble? I was like, yeah, but I lost money. And he's like, well, how much did you lose? And I'll tell him, and he'll give me chips.
Okay,
You know?
that's
stranger.
nice.
Yeah.
So did you get chips this time around?
No, because there was no guy. There was no guy around.
Damn it. Where were all the men at?
Yeah.
It was a stack weekend. Down
Yeah.
there. A lot of pros.
I'm not gonna lie. We did meet one guy, but he was like, "Hey, girls want to come to Dyer with us?" So I was like, "All right, let's go." But my girls wanted to gamble.
Yeah.
So like, I was trying to juice him up a little to see like, okay, maybe eventually.
Yeah, you're like, I don't want to go to the nightclub. I want to win some money.
Right.
Yeah, that's nice.
So I'm like, let's just go to the nightclub real
Great
quick.
character here.
Well, because at least maybe you can have some drinks and stuff.
Exactly.
Because you're broke at this point.
Exactly. So I was like, he was like, you guys want drinks? I was like, yeah, for sure. So we got a round of drinks, but my girls were getting antsy. They wanted to gamble. So I was like, oh, you guys are not
Did they
helping
have
me right
any
now.
more money, or did they lose all their money too? Like, were there any of them up?
So 3 of us lost money.
Yeah.
I lost the most out of the 3. And then my other homegirl, she put in 400, walked away with 6. So,
all right.
yeah.
So she had a
She won
decent.
something.
Yeah. But she was still mad because she lost a lot of money the last 2 times we went. So she was like, I'm still down. She's worse than me when it comes to gambling. Like,
Once you
So
start
are you taking a break now, or you still got the bug?
Oh yeah, that was tough. That was tough.
It's still on her face now.
Yeah, I had to eat oodles and noodles all weekends.
Oodles and noodles all weekend.
When was this? It wasn't last night.
No, it was Friday.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
She's still hurting.
Yeah.
When I saw you in the bullpen, I'm like, oh, I could see it all over your face. I knew there was
Man,
something wrong.
yeah.
I was like, what's up?
No, I
Freak, I
stayed
lost 400.
home. Yeah,
You stayed home?
Yeah, I didn't do anything but just go to work and home.
I get
Did
it.
not want to spend no money after that.
Sometimes, if you touch the stove enough, then you know what? Then you'll be done.
Yeah.
I have a feeling you haven't learned your
No.
lesson.
She's
I was
back.
gonna
She's
say.
back.
It's like drinking when you wake up with a hangover and you're like, I'm never drinking again. And then like the next weekend comes.
Yeah,
and,
if your girl's like, hey, you want to go out? Okay, yeah, I get it.
I mean, for her too, she's in it. So correct me if I'm wrong. Don't you think, like, in a little bit, like, hey, I know the system, or I can figure it out?
Nah, not really.
Did you tell the guy dealing, hey, I'm over at Seminole, or no?
I used to in the beginning. Now I don't tell people that I deal, like if I'm at the casino, because they think like, oh, well, you know what you're doing. And it's like, it's the luck of the draw. Like, it's not
Everything.
like, there's strategies that you follow, but there's no guarantee that you're going to make that money. You know what I mean? So.
And now, did you gamble before you started doing this?
No.
Like, was that it wasn't even on your radar?
Hell no.
Because you're around it. And I'm seeing, so, I mean, you have to be honest though, right? Like the people, because you see people all the time. Do you see more people lose than you do win?
Yeah. But then when I see people win a lot of money, like the other night,
you're like, that could be me.
Yeah. And I get it. Like you said that they were chasing it, but it was just like, oh my God. Like one night that table was winning crazy. All my purple chips were gone, basically. A purple chip is $500. And we normally like guard or protect at least maybe $15,000 worth of purple chips in our tank. So that should...
It's all right.
You're a professional here, too. You're doing
Dom.
well.
It's all right.
Dom.
We got you.
You're doing well. Don't forget
Jason.
the producer gets fired, too.
Oh my God, I'm making Dom work today.
He got it covered.
Okay. Damn, what were we talking about?
You said 15,000 that you keep in a bank.
Oh yeah. Like one guy, he won $7,500 on one hand. I was like, oh my God. Then another, like 2 other people won $4,500. I was like, oh my God.
This is easy.
Yeah.
But
So you're like, maybe their luck will rub off on you, and it didn't.
Definitely
It
not.
didn't.
No.
So far, you haven't been there long. What is the biggest tip you got?
Oh, it's hard to. I would
She
say
didn't
at
measure
least maybe over 700.
Well, that's
maybe.
nice.
That's great.
That's a great tip.
Yeah, because they stay at my table all night, and if they keep winning, they'll eventually the chips add up. Yeah.
good.
So it wasn't
With
just that one
person,
hit; it was
one
just
person.
adding up. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
That's still great.
Yeah.
But everybody on the floor has to. You guys pull tips.
Yeah, we all split.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So when you go back to when you start dealing again, you're going to tell everybody you're dealing? Like, I got crushed the other night.
I did yesterday. I told them.
Did you get better tips? Because you told them that.
They still, they tipped me regular, but one guy was like, "Do you play?" I was like, "Yeah, I played the other night." And I started crying. No, I'm just kidding. But I was like, "Listen,
I girl. I like this."
Yeah, I was like, "Listen, I feel for you guys because they were losing.
Yeah.
Like I was taking all their money, and I was like, "Listen, I feel for you guys because they were like, no, you don't care." I was like, "No, I really do. I lost $400."
Oh yeah, you get bit, man. You feel it.
Oh my god.
But that's a nice common denominator you have with them. You lost, they lost. You guys have a
Yeah,
break downs.
I tell them that all the time. I'm like, "Listen, I want you to win. I'm not trying to win because
And if
they
they
took
win
me."
too, though, yeah, you'll get more money, right?
Yeah. Nobody's stiffing you
It's
if they
not your
lose.
money; it's the house's money.
Exactly.
Nobody's stiffing you when you lose.
Yeah.
And they lose, they're just like, I hate this place. I'm never coming back.
Right.
See you next week, Sharice.
Any freakouts yet? Anybody like lose their mind, a freak out over a loss?
Yeah, but not anything crazy.
Okay.
Yeah.
No viral moments or anything.
No, I mean, well, I won't tell you guys this over the air because I don't want to get in trouble.
All right, don't save it.
But there was
you
like
almost
a
just got
moment with
fired
one
at
guy.
blowjobs.
But yeah, nothing too crazy. Pretty much everyone's respectful for the most part.
That's
They know
good.
what they're getting themselves into.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
And so no slots, you just like
Hell, what is up with slots? Do you guys like slots?
My girlfriend Nina is obsessed
Really?
with slots. She cannot get away.
Boring.
She gets into a trance, but she wins. She wins the
She
majority of the
gets into a
time. She
trance.
does. You look at her, and I've never seen anybody. She gets this look of crazy when she's on there. She does. Those lights are glaring on her. She makes like this weird, like twitchy thing. Like she gets in a slot trance. It is
happens.
wild.
Does she bang on the machine?
all
Because
the
some people do that too.
All
Okay.
the things. But she normally does pretty well on them.
Oh,
Same
wow.
thing. I think, yeah, it's just like you're just hitting buttons.
That's it. It's all love.
Yeah.
It's no different
I
than
feel like if you're at a table, you at least have the illusion that you have more control over what you win and what
That's
you
part
lose.
of the casino business.
Yeah.
Making you think you have an illusion.
Exactly.
You think you have a chance, you come back. And the gambling business does something better than most businesses. They promote their winners. Even in sports betting.
They don't do them as much as they used to. I remember back in the day driving down 95 and it was like, so-and-so won this much money. So you don't see that anymore.
No, you don't see it like that. I think they just phased away from that. But on social media, like people put up stuff all the time.
Yeah.
Especially with sports betting. I won this, I won. And then, like you said, people get enticed. They're like, hey, he won. Why can't I?
Yeah. No, they do that at my casino. They have like this big projector and they show all the people that won like within that week.
See, to me, I would be like, man, I don't know. Like, I would feel. Do you have the option to
Yes.
opt out of that? Because
Yeah.
I
Right,
would
yeah.
get rolled.
No,
You do.
Yeah.
I thought
Okay.
the same thing. I was
Yeah.
like, I wouldn't want people to know how much I won.
I mean, there was that scary story where they followed a couple home.
To
People
Wellington.
did all the way to Wellington from down south, and ended up robbing them.
Yes,
Yeah. So I mean, it
oh
happens.
my God.
That's why I always tell you to be careful down there. When I always say to you,
Just
hey,
don't
be
get
careful.
too excited if you win. Like, don't make like the whole big scene.
No,
about
you got to walk out, kick the garbage can, and curse out the place. I hate this place. I'm never coming back. And you got like $27.5 in your pocket. Why do I come back? Oh yeah, everything's a scam. Oh my God, I can't take it. I can't feed the kids. You walk out, you got like 19.3 on you. You're like, nice. Well, Sharice, it's always good to see you. First of all, but when you lose, it's even better to see you because you got some stories and you're ready to go.
Oh goodness.
You look in worse shape today than Don.
Honey.
Who's in worse shape?
I've
near
been
her?
working extra. I've been working double to make that money back.
Yeah, I was gonna say, and hers was a few days ago too, so and she's
Friday.
still holding on to it.
Yeah, it's Friday. You just
I
gotta
get
let it
it.
go.
Yeah, no, it is what it is. I mean, I already made the money back already, but it's just like,
Yeah, it
so
still
I coulda-
hurts.
Yeah. You know,
Just
what, I
wait.
coulda-
Friday will come again. You'll do it again.
I don't have headphones, so what is he saying?
Oh, he said
said,
Friday
yeah,
will come
yeah.
again. You'll end up
yeah.
going back, doing it again.
Yeah, he's right. He's right. If you guys want to come with me, let's go.
G-Man's there 5:30 in the
I
morning.
know
though.
he's already there.
I was there yesterday at like 5:30 in the morning, 6 o'clock. I was
Oh,
with
yeah.
some of my friends.
Oh, okay.
So what you said is so true. A lot of girls do that when you're in the casinos. They'll come up to you, you start talking, they're like, oh, yeah. You know, because it's a common question. Do you gamble?
Mm-hmm.
And it seems like everyone I bump into says, oh, I just lost.
Mm-hmm.
And that just, whether it's true or not. And then you're like, what'd you lose? They're like, oh, whatever, 200, 500,
Yeah.
1,000. There was one girl, we were at Caesars, and she goes, we got clean. Like, we'll do anything for money. I remember Leo was like, anything?
Oh my God.
Like, calm down, Leo. It is the Penthouse. I hope you guys enjoyed the show. Hats off to Dominic coming to work with 3 hours sleep.
Woo!
Hats
Still
off.
awake. Did not fall asleep. No nap.
No nap. Hats
No.
off to Sharice, who's falling asleep on the radio. Thank you. And Franny, great job as always. I know you wanted everybody calling sick today, but they're here. And
Was hoping for it.
hoping for it. You did a
Kidding.
great job. Remember, you can hear Franny in the mornings early, her and Jason on Gator 98.7. make sure you listen. Sharice is giving you a thumbs up. If you don't have Rover on, put on Francis. If you don't have Francis on, put on Mud. And if you don't have any radio on, wait until 10, because that's when it gets good. It is the Greek. You guys have a great afternoon, everybody. Abracadabra, just like that, baby. Greek Soda's next. We'll talk to Brady Matthews, another loser. We'll see how he feels. Peace.
Proving that some of us have a face for radio. Go to realradio921.com/watch so you can watch us make radio.
Car accident? Call Smith Ball Baez and Prather at 500-HELP. Help is just a local phone call away.
Here's traffic on Real Radio.
It's a crash in Wellington, Stribling Way at 441. Slow 95 north. We have the right lane of your off-ramp blocked. This is the ramp to PGA Boulevard. Expect delays. Boca Raton, broken down car blocking the shoulder of your off-ramp at 95 southbound to Glades Road. That's traffic. I'm Jody Stewart.
This report is sponsored by the Brooke and Jeffrey Second Date Podcast.
Your date laughed. The food was great, and then nothing. Ghosted. Vanished. Witness protection?
Oh,
perhaps?
maybe.
Yeah. We'll call them and get answers you may not want to hear.
Yeah, it's Brooke and Jeffrey's Second Date Update on the iHeartRadio app, Apple Podcasts, or wherever you get your podcasts.
If selling your car is a headache, you're doing it wrong. At GimmeTheVin.com, selling your car is simple, fast, and actually kind of fun. Just log on, enter your VIN or license plate, upload a couple of pics, and boom, instant cash offer. They buy cars, trucks, SUVs, and exotics from $3,000 to $300,000. Free pickup, pressure-free, and 5-star rated by the Better Business Bureau. That's only with GimmeTheVin.com.
Sell us your car. GimmeTheVin.com. So easy you can do it in your underwear.
This is Dr. Jesse Mills, host of the Mailroom Podcast. Each January, men promise to get stronger, work harder, and fix what's broken. But what if the real work isn't physical at all? I sat down with psychologist Dr. Steve Poulter to unpack shame, anxiety, and the emotional pain men were never taught how to name.
Part of the way through the valley of despair is realizing this has happened, and you have to make a choice whether you're going to stay in it or move forward.
Our two-part conversation is available today. Open your free iHeartRadio app, search the Mailroom, and start listening now.
I'm Mark Anajar. I'm Glenn Levine. I'm Ellie Anajar. And we're Anajar and Levine. Experience the Anajar and Levine difference by calling us with any of your legal needs. Call 1-800-747-FREE for a free consultation and take back control of your life. In office, West Palm Beach.
Men, it's the new year, and for many of us, it's a time of deciding to make positive changes in our lives. This is Jeff for the Atlantic Men's Clinic, and if you're suffering with erectile dysfunction and are tired of the frustration and embarrassment ED causes, you should call the Atlantic Men's Clinic today, because there probably isn't a better resolution you can make than to be done with ED. You see, ED doesn't just affect you, it can also affect your partner, even if they don't talk about it. But here's some great news. If you're like most guys, the treatments at the Atlantic Men's Clinic will give you back your sex life. Because our protocols have success rates that work in well over 90% of cases. Seriously, you might even find you're performing like you haven't in years. So, make an appointment and get ED out of your life. Your initial visit includes blood work, a medical consult, and if medically advised, a test dose. Call 877-455-7300 or go to AtlanticMen'sClinic.com. That's AtlanticMen'sClinic.com. We have 7 offices across South Florida to serve you, including our new office in Hollywood, Florida. Atlantic Men's Clinic, a Promenic restorative health practice.
It's the new year, the dawn of a new age. The year you get with the times and get with the program. No, not joining a gym. Upgrading your garage door. While you've been trying some crazy diet where you only eat kumquats, we've been bringing 21st century technology to the humble garage door. But your grumpy old Brady Bunch reject still runs on kerosene and looks like the door to a warehouse. At Mo Better Garage, we make that way mo better. MyQ technology lets delivery guys put stuff safely inside when you're away and track your car on the way home to open the door when you get there. Internet connectivity means you're future-proofed, ready for whatever new ideas the garage door nerds come up with. How do I know? Because I'm Mo. Call Mo Better Garage and I'll send some of my best nerds right over.
Mo Better Garage, we make it way more better.
MoBetterGarage.com.
Love music? Bring it to every room. With Sonos, you can play what you want, all around your home. Discover how easy it is to bring every room to life with incredible sound. Explore Sonos speakers, soundbars, and more at Sonos.com.
I met my wife in law school at the University of Florida. She was from upstate New York and I was from Kentucky. We met at a daily mass at St. Augustine's. She was the most beautiful girl I'd ever seen in my life. After communion, I followed her out of the church and got her phone number. The rest is history. I'm John Morgan of Morgan & Morgan. Little did we know that one day we would have 4 children and the largest injury firm in the world. All 4 work in the business. It's a family business. Did I ever see this coming? Hell no. We just worked very hard and treated our clients like we would want to be treated, like family. It's a full-service injury firm, auto accidents, medical malpractice, workers' compensation, Social Security, and insurance disputes. We're open 24/7, 365 days a year. Visit forthepeople.com and we can get to work on your case. No recovery, no fee. Morgan & Morgan, for the people. Injured? Dial pound law or visit forthepeople.com for an office near you.
It all comes down to this, folks.
Yep, the entire season is on the line. But my throat has officially thrown in the towel.
Sounds like you need Vicks VapoCool drops. They're max strength and vaporize sore throat pain.
Whoa! These VapoCool drops hit fast.
Speaking of fast, did you just see that play?
Yeah, he vaporized that ball.
That pun should have come with a penalty.
Vaporize sore throat pain with Vicks VapoCool drops. Use as directed.
Are you 50 or older? This news is for you. The CDC recommends you get vaccinated against pneumococcal pneumonia. Even if you're healthy, your age puts you at risk. People 50 or older are over 6 times more likely to be hospitalized with pneumococcal pneumonia compared to adults 18 to 49. Just one shot can help protect you. Learn more and schedule at vaxassist.com. That's VAXassist.com. Sponsored by Pfizer.
It all comes down to this, folks.
Yep, the entire season is on the line. But my throat has officially thrown in the towel.
Sounds like you need Vicks VapoCool drops. They're max strength and vaporize sore throat pain.
Whoa! These VapoCool drops hit fast.
Speaking of fast, did you just see that play?
Yeah, he vaporized that ball.
That pun should have come with a penalty.
Vaporize sore throat pain with Vicks VapoCool drops. Use as directed.
Real Radio weather.
I'm meteorologist Lauren Oleski for CBS 12 News. It's a cool one for us as we go through our Tuesday. Temperatures in the low 70s out there. A couple degrees below average for this time of year. Staying breezy, too, with winds around 15 to 20 miles an hour. Higher gusts are expected. And we'll get nice and chilly again during the evening and overnight, but it's a warmer day tomorrow, back in the mid-70s for your Wednesday afternoon.
This report is sponsored by SuperSure.
From the Anajar and Levine Accident Attorney Studios.
Have you been in an accident? Call Anajar and Levine Accident Attorneys at 1-800-747-FREE.
That's 1-800-747-3733.
Real Radio 92.1 is WZZR West Palm Beach, an iHeartRadio station.
Make us the #1 preset on your car radio and on the free new and improved iHeartRadio app. Listen for all your music, radio, and podcasts. Free never sounded so good. From the gridiron to the hardwood, from the strip to the sports book, the action starts here. This is the Greek Zone, breaking down the lines, spreads, and matchups that matter. The Greek Zone, sponsored by Duty Calls, all your waste and sanitation needs. Here's the Greek. Let's make some money.
Yeah, you're back in the Greek Zone on a Tuesday after a tough weekend for Kane fans. But they did cover the point spread. We'll get into the game. Talk about the odds and how they did drop a little just before game time. I am the Greek, always sponsored by Duty Calls, 813-800-7667. They were on location yesterday at Hard Rock Stadium, all over the place. They handle all the events for Hard Rock Stadium, all sporting events, racing, tennis, concert. Duty Calls takes care of everything. Dominic, my producer, was in the house yesterday at the national championship game as Miami ended up taking on the champs, Indiana. And Dom, what was your main takeaway from the whole game and the experience yesterday being there?
Oh, well, it was a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity and experience. And one main takeaway, it was close. It was a lot closer than I thought it was going to be. The Indiana fans definitely showed up.
Yeah, there was a lot of them.
You didn't see that in the before the game much, but once the game started, man, they filled up those seats, and you could tell that it was like 70-30%.
Yeah.
Mostly Indiana.
Well, they have 800,000 alumni.
Yep.
So, I mean, and again, this is a once-in-a-lifetime thing for them where, them as a school, they've never been in this situation football-wise.
Mm-hmm.
Hoops, they were good. That's where they were known for years with Bobby Knight. But yeah, just they were going to come down, and they represented in the Rose Bowl, the Peach Bowl last week, and again this time. So like I said, huge alumni, first team in college football to go 16-0 because of the way it is now, the format, and you play more games.
Brothers as quarterbacks.
Yeah.
That's pretty crazy.
Yeah. So we'll see. I don't know if anybody's going to touch this record, but the Canes played really good. A couple plays, like every single game, I say. The outcome in betting, it usually matters. The punt block was huge.
Oh, yeah.
That was huge at that present time. I thought at the end of the game, I was surprised that he didn't pass on third down. He ran, didn't get it. Miami was stacked there, and then they kicked up a field goal and opened it up for the Canes to come back.
They had a chance, man.
They definitely did. And people don't realize in college football, unlike the pros, you get a first down, the clock stops for a second. So, I mean, you get to get up to the line, boom, you can hit the ball again. They had 54 seconds left. I mean, you can get off like 5-6 plays.
Beck decided to go deep.
Yeah. And I was surprised about that. I mean, the first play was okay. Then they got a personal foul. I mean, again, 2-3 plays, 15, 20 yards, you're on the other side. Then it's Hail Mary time, and you never do know what could happen. I was surprised they went on that play because he was driving pretty well, a couple of nice catches.
Smoothly, making his way down.
But he saw something he didn't realize. The DB had coverage behind him with the safety, so he had the thing. Dom has a great video of it. You were right on the field when that happened.
Right on that sideline, right there.
Yeah, so I mean, you can't get much closer than that. I saw the video; it was tremendous. But yeah, it was one of those situations. But Sebastian, the Canes, everybody, they had a great season. I know it sucks, and they're like, we didn't win, but nobody's talking about this. I have. They were a 10 seed.
They almost didn't even get into the college football playoffs.
Yeah, they were 10 seed, and they went all the way. 3 games on the road, won them all. It's amazing how they played all the games on the road, then they ended up home. But, good season for them. They're going to have some first-round draft picks, no doubt, probably 3 or 4 on the offensive line and defensive line.
And probably some portal transfers coming in.
Yeah, and Tony's coming back.
Which is big.
Yeah, we'll see who we get for quarterback. But, yeah, I thought it was a very good game. I was surprised they kept it that close. But Indiana just was last night. They were making mistakes they usually don't make. A lot of, few penalties. And they just didn't seem to get into a rhythm.
Could you imagine if the backup quarterback, Mendoza, goes to Miami?
Yeah, I don't know how good he is, but that would be interesting. I thought in the beginning of the game, in the first drive, when Mendoza got hit, they didn't call a personal foul on that because that would have given him a first down in the red zone, actually in the 10, but they didn't call that. There was a couple plays here or there, but not a ton of penalties.
Yep.
But it was a good game. All around, it was a good game, very close. You couldn't ask for much more excitement. But I thought the Canes, like everybody else, were going to pull it out, win 28-27. And, everybody be going crazy. But didn't happen that way. But National Championship Miami 2026, it was awesome. Last time, I think years ago, I was there when the Gators played the championship. So maybe that's a trend. Next time we got the championship down here, it'd be a Florida team. Maybe it'd be one of the Florida teams. But no, Miami had a great season. But they had good defense. First half, too, their coverage was different. They played off of the receivers because their safety was out. Their cornerback was out. He was suspended for a late hit.
Yep, half the game.
Yeah, so that made a big difference. And they locked it down. And then the other thing was the wide receiver, Beck. He made some great catches. I mean, on his back, really 2 unbelievable catches that he made. But every game, like I said, there's part of the plays that end up happening. But hats off to the Canes. Great season. Unfortunately, came up a little short, but they did cover. So now we got the NFL. We got the Final Four. The NFL did announce that they think they got the call wrong against Buffalo and Denver. That was a catch. We still don't know what a freaking catch is. It's amazing. We still have this debate, like going back to Des Bryant with the Cowboys and Packers. We still is it a catch? Is it not a catch? His knee was down. He had control. Then the defensive back came in. He grabbed it from. But I was more shocked that they didn't go to review.
No.
The Boots got to get the word from New York, and they didn't. So Josh Allen didn't play a good game. Had some good moments, but it wasn't a Josh Allen game. 4 turnovers. He said it himself. I mean, you saw real emotion with Josh Allen, where he was upset, and I do respect that. It's a nice care that a guy cares that much. You don't really see it today, ball player, but, just not a good game from him. That fumble at the end of the half, and that's why I always say with sports betting, it's just luck. He fumbles at the end of the half, 6 seconds, and then the ball's running around. I go, the half's going to end, but it ends right at 1.
Mm-hmm.
They call a timeout, and they kick a field goal. Going back to Miami last night, the ball hit the post.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, another one. I mean, it's just unbelievable. But the Bills fired their head coach Monday. So, right now, John Harbaugh's getting announced with the Giants. He might have wished that he waited because Buffalo's a better job. I'm sorry, Giants fans, but he is. It just is a better job. The Raiders are interviewing Mike McDaniel, and we'll see what happens. He's getting a lot of head coaching jobs offers and OCs. He's had, I think, 3 head coaching interviews. I think he had one, I know, the Raiders, Tennessee. I'm not sure about Atlanta. Imagine if he applied for the Dolphin job. Stephen Ross fires him, comes back in. Can I apply? And an offensive coordinator. Chiefs hired back Eric Bieniemy. The Eagles hired theirs. Lions got theirs. But there's been a couple of things that he's been connected with. So we'll see what happens with him, where he ends up. But again, Indiana 16-0. Hats off to them. In the NFL, Denver wins, but did they really win? They got their quarterback who's out, broke his ankle. And he's out, so he's not playing. Patriots are giving 5.5 to Denver Sunday. Now, if this is the other way around and Mix is playing, Denver's probably favored by 3 or 4. So this is like a 9-point swing, over under 42. Now, this line has changed a little. And then you got the Rams in Seattle. Rams getting 2.5. This line is right about where I thought it would be, 3. This is the third time these teams are playing each other. It's going to be a burner of a game, very exciting game. I am leaning a little bit. It's early, but I am leaning toward the Rams in this game. 47.5, I think there'll be some points. I would go with Smith. Seattle does have one injury. Their running back is out for the season. That's not a good thing. Walker played great last week, 3 touchdowns. He was a beast. These teams know each other inside out. Nobody's surprising anybody when you pay somebody a 3rd time in a season. We're looking at highlights right now on the 4-Letter Network, and we were actually looking for Dom walking around, and maybe we would see him. Did you have the big iHeart red on?
Yeah, I had my iHeart shirt on. So, yeah, I also had a Real Radio hat on. So,
okay.
If you spot that, let me know.
There it is. So that's what that happened. All right, so that is the situation with the Rams in Seattle. When we look at some player props, and we're going to look at, first, we're going to look at passing. Big difference. Sam Darnold, 235. Matthew, 255. 20 yards difference. Matthew went under his yards last week in the game against the Bears. Pass completions, Sam Darnold, 19. I like that. Matthew, 22. When you look at receiving yards for the Seattle game, Puka, 92.5. Smith, 90. Both of those guys, I like them. I mean, they both did not go over last week, but I think they will go over this week. I also think that Puka will probably score a touchdown. Did not score last week, so I do think that. I look at a lot of the games after a team plays and big guys don't score or don't get a lot of receptions. Now, I think the Bear game with the Rams, the weather did definitely play a factor. Got to check the weather for Seattle. Don't forget it is outside.
I had a bet yesterday that I thought was going to be a for sure. Like, I felt really positive about it.
Okay.
It was first quarter over 7.5 points.
I heard a lot of people bet that. Yeah.
And, man, did that game not start the way I thought it was going to?
It started off quiet. I mean, again, Indiana drives down. The personal foul did not get called. They would have been in the red zone. Might have been 7-0. The first half was boring. I mean, it was 10-0. They didn't do much. Miami went like, I believe, a quarter and a half without a first down. They got one, the first one.
Yep.
First play of the game was 9 yards. Then they got one, and then that was it. And they were pretty much quiet the rest of the half. So, yeah, it was a little bit anticlimactic the first half. But the second half made up for it. There's no doubt about it. When you look at passing, Drake May, 227. I think Drake May can do that. I really do. Receiving, Diggs, 45 yards. Hunter, the tight end. Now, here's somebody I like. He did not have a big game last week. Only 42 yards. This is one of those situations where last week he didn't have a lot. I think he'll come back this week, and I think he will have a lot of yards. But we're down to the final four now, and that's it. And the NFL, and then you got the Super Bowl in a couple weeks. When you look at college basketball tonight, Gators are playing, laying 16.5. Miami's playing Florida State. I wonder if any football players are going to be showing up. Miami's laying 11.5. Vandy and Arkansas. Vandy getting 1.5 from Arkansas's home. Michigan State playing Oregon. Michigan State favorite. Purdue, UCLA. Purdue favorite over UCLA. Kansas and Colorado. Kansas 4.5. Those are your teams tonight that are ranked. You look at the NBA tonight, Phoenix and Philly. Both played yesterday. Philly is +1. Clippers and Bulls. Bulls are -3.5 over the Clippers. Spurs and Houston. Spurs getting 4. Minnesota and Utah. Utah getting 13 from Minnesota. Toronto and Golden State. Golden State back-to-back. Jimmy Butler is out for the season towards his ACL. They're laying 3.5. Miami in a back-to-back night, going to Sacramento, giving 3.5. And you got the Lakers and Denver. Denver's getting 2.5. LeBron is going to be in the All-Star game, but he's not starting for the first time in 21 years. Yes.
G-Man, I have a pick for you for tonight.
Okay.
So you were talking about Miami, Florida versus Florida State in college basketball.
Yeah.
I know the Miami team was at the game late last night.
Ooh.
And they were there all day. So I don't think they've had much practice, I want to say, in the last couple of days.
Ooh.
I would go with Florida State on that one, just because I know the whole team was there last night, the whole game until it was over, and that was a long day and not much practice for them.
I mean, that's a great tip. I mean, you never know. That's a little bit of inside stuff that you wouldn't know. Years ago, we were out in a restaurant in New York, and the Knicks were in their heyday in the 90s. And my friend kept sending them over beer and drinks and champagne. And the reason I remember it, because he called me yesterday, it was Martin Luther King. And the Knicks had a game the next day, 12 o'clock. And they walked out of this restaurant with us like 5 a.m. And we rock and rolled against them. And they were laying 13.5 to Minnesota. And the Knicks got beat. So, I mean, you could be right with this. Mm-hmm. You could be like, hey. Miami of Ohio tonight playing Kent State. Look at that game, what it is, so we can see what it is, because that's a team that is very good, great outside shooting. They are undefeated. They just beat Buffalo again. In overtime.
They're favored by 1.5 points.
Yeah, I do like them tonight. Very good team. Great shooters. They just went to overtime against Buffalo. Buffalo's got a good team. A lot of good games tonight in college hoops, but I do like them tonight in that game. It is the Greek. The Greek Zone is always sponsored by Duty Calls. We're a sports handicapping show, Fox Sports 940. Always proud to be with these guys. We appreciate you guys tuning in. Also with Real Radio 921, 1230 Gambler. We're going to talk to Brady Matthews in his next segment. Brady's a gambler and a Chicago Bear fan, and he was at that game. Some people are calling that pass one of the greatest passes in NFL playoff history. I think he threw it from the Sears building. If you had the Rams laying 3.5, you were sick because it was 17-10. Last play of the game. I mean, you can't lose any worse than that.
You would have saw that replay 100 more times if that game would have ended up with a Bears W.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah, it was.
Now it's just like falling off just because it was a loss.
Yeah, I agree with you 100%. And if you were at the Rams, you got screwed. There's no doubt about it. I mean, again, there's 4th and 4, 6 seconds left. He throws it off his back foot. Not only does he throw off his back foot, he goes back 10 yards. They're projecting to win 55 yards. The tight end, the DB, I don't know if they were pushing or not, but he ends up in the end zone wide open.
Yeah, but that was like a fadeaway almost throw, too.
Oh, yeah. It was amazing. It was an amazing throw. And the Bears have done that all year. I think there's 8 games. They came back with 2 minutes, and they covered. Man, if they said to you before that play starts, anybody, who do you want? I mean, you want the Rams, you want the Bears. And the way it started, he's backpedaling, he goes right, he goes left, and just heaves it. He's got some arm. Want to talk about a shotgun arm? The only thing with him, he's got to get better because he's got to look for the underneath stuff and also for him to run because he did throw 2 picks. And he threw a pick in overtime. Now, they're saying on the pick in overtime, if you watch it, more the wide receiver gave up on the ball, and that's where the defensive back for the Rams came up with the great catch. I don't know. I don't know if anybody's given up for balls in playoff time, but that's what it seemed like. But he's got a cannon. He definitely does. And he summoned it the first year. It wasn't great. People were on him about it, a lot of different things, and they were saying like, oh, he's not going to be a good player. And he said after the season when the coach got fired that, hey, you know what? I didn't study a lot of film. People weren't teaching me things. He gets a new coach, and they had a great season, the Bears. They really did. I mean, Bears and Jags, both great seasons, overachieved what anybody thought. And the Patriots are a win away. They're probably the third team to my thought process that had a big, surprise. And they ended up, they're 1 game away from the Super Bowl, which is unbelievable. And if somebody said that going into this season with the Patriots going to the bowl or having a chance, you would have laughed.
And now they have to go against a backup quarterback even, too.
Yeah, Denver, it sucks. They won. Who knows? I mean, people say karma. Maybe it was the karma with the play.
You see Bo Nix like walking off. You don't really see him hobbling or anything. You just see him walking fine. And then all of a sudden, right after the game's over, you get the report.
Yeah, he had a little bit of a limp. I saw. They're saying the last couple plays that happened, they're not sure. It might have been his run that he had or when he kneeled down. I don't know when it happened. They did come out very quickly
with it.
Yeah, I was surprised about that because you would think they'd bring him to a specialist or maybe we could figure something out. I don't know. But they said it seemed like 15 minutes after the game. Like,
it was right after.
Yeah,
I don't think they were off the field yet.
Yeah, and he's out and he's done. So they came out with that announcement right away. Had to be bittersweet, obviously. 100% for Denver. They get a W, and then it's like, okay, now we're done. He's gone. They got to go with the backup, which is going to be extremely hard. It's a guy who has not passed in 2.5 years. So I'll be like some of my friends were picking up checks. They haven't picked up a check in 10 years. So it's going to be pretty tough. We are watching the highlights of last night. That play was picked off at the 10-yard line. I mean, you can't get much closer than that. And Beck, I'm sure, is sick about it, having to deal with that and, the emotion for where it was. But, like I said, it's Big Ten wins the title again 2 years in a row. And
Heisman winner wins the championship.
Yeah. No, it's
Burrow's the last one to do that.
Yeah. It's like I said, I was surprised about a couple of different things, but Miami played very well. They really did. And I thought they executed on both sides of the ball at times, but the defense put a lot of pressure on Mendoza, and Mendoza got hit last night. The first couple of games in the playoffs, I get hit more than when I go in my kitchen to my fridge. He wasn't getting touched.
Did you think he got exposed a little bit, or he still looks like a primetime NFL quarterback?
Well, I don't think he got exposed because Miami's got a great rush, and they just got on him. So, I mean, there was some plays where, they could have kept it back in. Maybe he didn't realize the speed of the defensive ends for Miami, but they were hitting. I mean, there's no doubt about it. But he had an unbelievable run at that end of the game when it was 4th and 5, and he ended up getting the first down and scoring a touchdown. And he got popped, and he held down to the ball, and he still ended up getting a score. So hats off to him there. Indiana, to me, looked a little off last night, just a little on certain plays. They got a good defense, too. Nobody talks about their defense. Their defense was swarming and making some good plays all around. And for the most part, Tony did score, but it wasn't like he lit them up big. He had a couple of big plays, but their defense was good. And, it's one of those teams where, you don't hear about them or about, what they got going on, but they got a good defense, too. So, Dom, you have somebody on hold?
I do. I have Tampa Bob on the phone.
What's up, Tampa Bob?
Hey, Greek, a.k.a. Hollywood Bob.
How are you feeling?
I got a few things. Hey, buddy, I got a few things to touch base on.
Okay.
I tried to reach you last week when I was listening to Drew. All right, so let's go back to one thing that I don't understand in sports, and maybe you can educate me. Maybe 2 seasons ago, if not less than that, The guy who coached in the NBA Finals who lost got fired.
Yeah.
You remember that?
Yeah, I do.
Okay. How many teams get to the finals?
2 every year.
And you fired a coach who got there. Okay. How does that work?
I think when those things happen, those are personal issues. I don't think it's based on performance. I think that there's personalities behind the scenes, just like anything else. And certain people don't get along with certain people. They're winning, so they're like, okay, let's keep it going. And it's usually the front office or the owner with the coach, or maybe it's different philosophies, or maybe it's different things that they think should be done. Because remember, you're the head coach, but you always have people above you saying we should do this or that, usually the GM, and some owners get involved. So I think when it does happen like that, I always think it's a personal thing, because the guy, like you said, gets to the NBA Finals and ends up doing it. The thing with the Bill coach, I mean, I don't know where a lot of rumors start, but I do see, doing this 20 years, when a rumor starts with somebody, it's usually true. And about a month ago, there was speculation Tomlin might be out, Harbaugh be out, and if Buffalo didn't win and get to the Super Bowl, he was going to be out. So all 3 happened.
Yeah, that was going to be part 2 of the question about not Tomlin. That doesn't surprise me. What surprises me more than that is when the Dolphins told the coach to not win games, and he wound up going away. All right, so here's my second thing. Putting all that aside, as an owner, unless it's him specifically who does not like the guy in the NBA 2 years ago, wrong decision. Again, I'm only a sports fan, didn't know what the hell I'm talking about. Okay, so now let's get to my son, who's a Canes graduate and has Ibis on his arm.
Yeah, of course.
Last season, he did in the beginning of the thing, the futures.
Yeah.
He picked the Cup champion, Stanley Cup with the Panthers. He picked Cam Ward going number 1.
Wow.
And I forget who he picked, but he also picked, was it Oklahoma that won basketball?
No, last year Florida won.
In the pros?
In the NBA.
Oh, NBA, yeah. Oklahoma won. Yeah, Oklahoma City, yes. I thought you meant college.
Okay, so I forget who the 4th one was, but he put $15 up, and he sends me the ticket that he lost $4,200 because they didn't win that last bet. So he sends me a ticket 3 weeks ago. He took the Canes to win the national title this year, plus $6,000 when the season started.
Wow.
He put only $15 up, Greek, and Mr. G, I'm surprised he's still awake, to win $900, and I think it was 12, the ticket showed me, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then, I guess like 2 or 3 weeks ago, they sent him a thing, early cash out. So I call him up.
Yeah.
I said, Robbie, take the early cash out. You're making $380.
Yeah.
You know what he tells me?
Nah.
Dad, you're a wimp.
You're a wimp. Oh, my God. I would have said, really? I brought you into this world. I'm a wimp. Ask him today how that 300 looks.
That's what wimps do. So I didn't have the balls yet to call him. His name is also Bob. He lives in Orlando. But anyway, if you're listening, Bob, you should have took the money.
Yeah, always.
All right, so. Huh?
Yeah, always take the money. Go ahead. We got a minute left.
$385.
Yeah, it's awesome.
But anyway. Yeah, so the last thing I'm going to leave you with is I tried to send a text in earlier during the Penthouse because Fran's cool. I like her. I like her better than another girl a few years ago who thought she knew everything with the fancy body and the handbags, but I forget her name. I sent a text in earlier that said this, that, and the other, and at the end it was talking about the guy in the Corvette who picked up his girl, a new girl, 3 hours earlier, was driving around.
Oh, I don't know.
And then decided to... Yeah. Then they were driving around, and he started doing donuts.
Bro, we got to run because we got 20 seconds. But call us tomorrow, and we'll figure it out with Franny. All right?
She didn't understand it. Her head was down.
All right. You got to call us tomorrow, bro. It is the Greek Zone on Fox Sports 940. We'll be back in a few seconds with Brady Matthews, biggest Chicago Bear fan I know. Peace.
Hey, it's Rover. Real Radio wants to put $1,000 in your hand. Enter the nationwide keyword HAPPY at realradio921.com. That's happy. Enter it now at realradio921.com.
Getting you up to speed on traffic on Real Radio.
From the Gordon Partners Traffic Center. Have you or a loved one suffered from nursing home abuse? Call 561-333-3333 or go to fortheinjured.com.
Boynton Beach, object on the roadway. Look out, it's I-95 South at Woolbright Road. Right lane is closed. Crash in Wellington, Stribling Way at 441. That's traffic. I'm Jody Stewart.
This report is sponsored by IHOP.
Your date laughed. The food was great, and then nothing. Ghosted. Vanished. Witness protection?
Oh,
perhaps?
maybe.
Yeah. We'll call them and get answers you may not want to hear.
Yeah, it's Brooke and Jeffrey's second date update on the iHeartRadio app, Apple Podcasts, or wherever you get your podcasts.
Honey, that flu keeping you up? Did you take NyQuil Intense Flu?
Nah, I got this. Okay, I don't got this.
Yeah, you need NyQuil Intense Flu.
Undo your flu with NyQuil Intense Flu. NyQuil Intense Flu provides powerful relief of your flu symptoms so you can sleep.
You do got this.
NyQuil Intense Flu. The nighttime sniffling, aching fever. Best sleep with the flu medicine. Use as directed. Keep out of reach of children.
You know who's listening to the radio? Voters. Lots of them. So if you're running for office, this right here, great place to reach them. And it's not like social media where people are just swiping through ads. With radio, they're engaged. Plus, it's 1/10 the time and cost of video. Don't just campaign. Connect with millions all over the country. Even thousands in the smallest communities with radio. Call now and be on the air in just 48 hours. 844-844-iHeart. That's 844-844-iHeart.
Your date laughed. The food was great, and then nothing. Ghosted. Vanished. Witness protection?
Oh,
perhaps?
maybe.
Yeah. We'll call them and get answers you may not want to hear.
Yeah, it's Brooke and Jeffrey's second date update on the iHeartRadio app, Apple Podcasts, or wherever you get your podcasts.
Hey, it's Franny, and one of my favorite things about Viome is how personalized everything is. I took their simple at-home gut test, and when my results came back, it wasn't just data, it was real guidance I could actually use. The Viome app breaks it all down for you and even gives you recipes tailored to your body and your food needs. So I'm not guessing what to eat or scrolling through recipes that don't work for me. It's simple, it's personalized, and it fits into real life. If you want to understand your body better, check out Viome, V as in Victor, IOME.com, and see what your body's been trying to tell you.
This is Dr. Jesse Mills, host of the Mailroom Podcast. Each January, men promise to get stronger, work harder, and fix what's broken. But what if the real work isn't physical at all? I sat down with psychologist Dr. Steve Poulter to unpack shame, anxiety, and the emotional pain men were never taught how to name.
Part of the way through the valley of despair is realizing this has happened, and you have to make a choice whether you're going to stay in it or move forward.
Our two-part conversation is available today. Open your free iHeartRadio app, search the Mailroom, and start listening now.
If you're the victim of a car crash, never rush to settle with the insurance companies and never settle for just any attorney. Demand Anajar and Levine. Call 1-800-747-FREE for a free consultation and take back control of your life.
In office, West Palm Beach.
When you're hiring, have you ever felt like you're missing out on meeting truly great candidates for your roles? It seems impossible to find them, but they have to be out there somewhere, right? Well, they're not hard to find when you know where to go, and that place is ZipRecruiter. And right now, you can try ZipRecruiter for free at ZipRecruiter.com/radio. ZipRecruiter helps 10 million people with their job search every day. And because these people are actively looking for jobs just like yours, it's easy to find the right person right away. In fact, 4 out of 5 employers who post on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. But if you're not using ZipRecruiter, you're missing out. So see what it's like when the impossible is easy. When you go to ZipRecruiter.com/radio right now to try ZipRecruiter for free. Once again, that's ZipRecruiter.com/radio. ZipRecruiter.com/radio. Never miss out on great candidates with ZipRecruiter.
The Equus Television Network is on. And now you can catch Equus Television subscription-free on your favorite smart TV platforms like Roku, Apple TV, Android, Amazon Fire TV, Google TV, and more. Plus, now you can catch your favorite equine podcasts on the all-new Equus Radio Network, on the Equus mobile app, and wherever you get your podcasts. Experience equestrian events and social happenings from around the world when you tune in to the Equus Television Network. Plus, features on equestrian lifestyle, lifestyle, breeding, horse health, and equine documentary film. Catch the latest horse-related news from around the world every day with Equus Television on the scene reporting. Tune in now to find out how you can attend the top horse-related events in the USA and around the world. Rodeo, Grand Prix, World Championship Polo, Global Dressage, Triple Crown Thoroughbred Racing, and so much more. Watch today on your favorite smart TV platform and streaming absolutely live at equustelevision.net. Join the millions, subscription free on the Equus Television Network.
Are you 50 or older? This news is for you. The CDC recommends you get vaccinated against pneumococcal pneumonia. Even if you're healthy, your age puts you at risk. People 50 or older are over 6 times more likely to be hospitalized with pneumococcal pneumonia compared to adults 18 to 49. Just one shot can help protect you. Learn more and schedule at vaxassist.com. That's VAXassist.com. Sponsored by Pfizer.
It all comes down to this, folks.
Yep, the entire season is on the line.
But my throat has officially thrown in the towel.
Sounds like you need Vicks VapoCool drops. They're max strength and vaporize sore throat pain.
Whoa! These VapoCool drops hit fast.
Speaking of fast, did you just see that play?
Yeah, he vaporized that ball.
That pun should have come with a penalty.
Vaporize sore throat pain with Vicks VapoCool drops. Use as directed.
Here's what's happening with the weather on Real Radio.
I'm meteorologist Lauren Oleski for CBS 12 News. It's a cool one for us as we go through our Tuesday. Temperatures in the low 70s out there. A couple degrees below average for this time of year. Staying breezy, too, with winds around 15 to 20 miles an hour. Higher gusts are expected. And we'll get nice and chilly again during the evening and overnight, but it's a warmer day tomorrow, back in the mid-70s for your Wednesday afternoon.
This report is sponsored by the Brooke and Jeffrey Second Date Podcast.
Your date laughed. The food was great, and then nothing. Ghosted. Vanished. Witness protection?
Oh,
perhaps?
maybe.
Yeah. We'll call them and get answers you may not want to hear.
Yeah, it's Brooke and Jeffrey's Second Date Update on the iHeartRadio app, Apple Podcasts, or wherever you get your podcasts.
Hi, I'm Janice Torres.
And I'm Austin Hankwitz.
And we're back for Season 4 of Mind the Business Small Business Success Stories from iHeartMedia's Ruby Studio and Intuit QuickBooks.
The big thing about working in tech is that it's ever evolving, ever changing. Everyone's a rookie. That's how fast the industry is changing. So what I'm really excited about is to be part of that change. Listen to Mind the Business Small Business Success Stories on America's #1 podcast network, iHeart. Follow Mind the Business and start listening on the free iHeartRadio app today.
This is Real Radio 92.1 and 101.7. Real talk for the Palm Beaches and the Treasure Coast. The game behind the game. Welcome to the Greek Zone.
It's the Greek Zone on a Tuesday night. Thanks for always tuning into Fox Sports 940. I am the Greek. Dom's in the house.
What's up, G-Man?
And, of course, we got one of our regulars who calls us all the time. Comedian, does an excellent job. Also sports fan and a bettor. And he was at one of the epic games this weekend, so we're getting a live update. We're talking to Brady Matthews. Brady, what is going on?
I'll tell you what, Greek. It was one of the best majestic things I've gone to in quite some time besides my daughter being born. I'm not kidding you.
Wow, that's unbelievable. Now, I know you're a big Bear fan. Now, I saw you live on Instagram. Now, was your girl there, or was she decide not to go?
No. Unfortunately, she had a family thing happen like that night and couldn't attend. So,
yeah, so when I saw it, I said, she's not there tonight. I said, I'm not watching this. No, I'm only kidding. I knew you weren't there. So what was it like in a game when the Bears were the Bears? It seemed like it. I mean, that was an epic throw. It seemed like he threw it from the Sears building. What was the emotion?
Yeah. I mean, people kind of really thought the game was over at that point.
Yeah.
Really did. But, again, it's the cardiac Bears. You never know what's going to happen. And so I actually went inside to use the restroom, and then people went nuts.
Really? Oh, you missed it? Oh, man, that's crazy.
Oh, my.
I missed it.
Oh, that sucks.
I sat through the whole game, and I missed it.
Oh, I didn't know that. That is brutal. You're like the people with the Miami Heat. When Ray Allen hit the shot, they left early. So then when you came out, you're like, what the hell's going on?
Oh, it was great. And then all my friends in their seats were all going nuts. And I opened the door, and then just huge thing of snow just hits you in the face. I mean, it was coming down in buckets at one point. I mean, like I said, again, it was one of the most magical football experiences. And the stadium, Greek, when it's going nuts, when they caught that ball,
Yeah.
the whole bathroom shook. It was shaking.
Oh, I can imagine. I mean, it had to be crazy. I mean, he backpedals. We're talking to Brady Matthews, who was at the Bear game. Goes left, goes right, throws it, like I said, I think, from the Sears building, and catches it, and just unbelievable. Did you think, as a Bear fan, that they should have went for 2 right there?
100%.
Really?
Yeah, 100%. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. Why does it always have to be the cardiac Bears? Let's just,
Yeah.
go for the 2 and keep playing ball. I don't know. You know what it felt like to me too, Greek? It kind of felt like they had a sigh of relief because they haven't had a week off in like 5 months. They played baseball or football for like weeks straight, months straight.
Yeah, I don't think they wanted a week off, to be honest with you, bro. I think they just they wanted to keep playing. I thought it was a very good game. The weather definitely impacted the game on both sides. There's no doubt about it.
Totally.
And, I mean, you were there as a fan, but how brutal was it?
You know what? It wasn't so bad. I got snow pants. I went to Dick's and I got snow pants, hockey socks,
Yeah.
and those heat pads you put in your feet and then your hands.
Okay.
And then you're good to go. Yeah.
All right, so you really didn't feel that bad, because watching it on TV, and I'm in South Florida watching it outside with a cigar, I was like, oh, my God, it's got to be so freaking cold there. Now, were you moving around a lot, drinking too?
No, I didn't have anything to drink, but everyone that I was with was drinking, and they were all having a good time. I had those hand warmers ready to go. I was going inside and out here and there, but like not a whole lot. I really wanted to be part of the elements and part of the experience, and that's exactly what it was. Hats off to the Rams. I don't know how they did it, but the NFL gods love Matt Stafford. Good for who's their wide receiver that played with Aaron Rodgers? I forget his name, but
Adams.
Adams. Good. Good for those guys. Do I think they advance against Seattle? No, I don't. I think Seattle's way too tough. But stranger things have happened. So I don't know. What do you think?
Well, Seattle, I mean, they split during the year. They're only 2-point favorites. I think the Rams could beat them. I definitely do. It depends a little. You're going to see how the weather is in Seattle. If it's raining or anything like that, it's outside. I think Seattle's had a unbelievable year. Sam Darnold's awesome. I mean, he's got the most wins probably as a starting quarterback in the last 2 years. But Stafford is great. He really has that experience. The one thing, when they won against the Bears, they didn't use Puka much. I'm sure he was doubled. I think you got 2 of the best receivers, him and Smith, playing. Defensively, Seattle's a little better, but also Seattle just lost their running back, one of their star running backs. So I think it's going to be a close game either way. If you ask me for a pick today, I would take the Rams.
Yeah.
I also think that he's a better coach. He's got more experience. He's been there before. He's been in championship games. He's been in Super Bowls. This kid for Seattle, his first year. I mean, those things I think matter a little, but I still think it's going to be a great game. The other game, I mean, it just, when he goes down and breaks his ankle, you got a guy, I'd rather put you in there, that hasn't thrown a ball in 2.5 years. Maybe call Tom Brady. So it's a little surprising there, but there isn't anything they could do. Like in life, you play the cards you get, and New England is 5.5 favorite. I don't know about the point spread, because I do think that, Denver's going to run the ball. It'll be cold, their defense, but I would probably say the Patriots are going to win. I don't think that's me jumping out on a limb, and I do like the Rams a little. But, again, we're down to the Final Four. And if you go year to year, nobody thought that the Patriots would be there. Maybe Denver a little. The Rams, always people talk about them, but it's not like they had a banner year last year. And Seattle came out of nowhere. There's a couple teams that really made big switches, and Seattle was one of them. Your Bears was the other one. The Patriots and the Jaguars, 4 teams that in the NFL year to year did really make a big difference. So it'll be exciting games. They all are. If it was a Super Bowl where it was Houston and Texas, Houston and like Seattle, I think that would have bombed. And I think the NFL is happy about that. They need some big market teams out there. They always do.
For sure.
So they got Seattle, and obviously they do have, Denver's out there. And, so they got those teams and the Rams, and you got one East Coast team with the Patriots. So we'll see. It'll be good. But, to be at these games, like Dom was at the championship last night for the Canes and when they took on Indiana, and they're things you'll remember your whole life. As a kid, I was at the Yankees when I was very young. Reggie hit 3 home runs. I was at the Sox game when the Yankees ended up losing. Some epic things that I've seen over the years, championships, been to 10 Super Bowls, been very fortunate. But, to be there is just another level, especially when it's like freezing cold and everybody's glued together. And I still can't believe you were in the bathroom when that play happened. It's ridiculous.
Oh, Greek, I was so mad at myself. I watched the whole game, and I didn't think we were going to win, but I had to go to the bathroom so bad. And, of course, I picked the worst time possible because the whole stadium just completely erupted like a bomb went off. And it was electric, man. It really was electric. I think a lot of Bears fans were just sad that it's over because we haven't had felt this good in a Bears game in a long time. So, it's almost like having the DJ turn the lights on and turn the music off because you're like, we were just having a good time. What just happened?
It's like ordering Kim Kardashian for the night and the mom shows up. You're like, what's going on?
Listen, by the way, have you seen what the mom looks like? Not bad.
No, she's not bad. She's not bad. Like I said, I was looking for you, and I figured your girlfriend was going to be there all bundled up. And I said, man, this girl must really love him to be down to the elements.
Oh, yeah.
And then I saw her. How was the comedy show in Chicago? Now, the show was before the game, right?
Yeah. No. So the game was on Sunday. So I had 2 shows Friday, 2 shows Saturday. Sold out all 4. Yeah.
And were you jacked up for that?
But yeah. Oh, yeah. It was. The shows were incredible. We sold a lot of merch.
Oh, nice.
And I'll tell you what, it was one of the best magical weekends. It was freezing cold, but it was a lot of great football and a lot of good times. So,
let me ask you about the atmosphere in Chicago. Were people going crazy?
Yeah, it was nuts. Every bar was packed. We went to the South Side. To this one bar, it was like Scout or something like that.
Yeah.
And it was just slammed. It was slammed. And people walking to Soldier Field. It was the party before it was out of control.
You had pretty good seats, buddy.
Yeah, really good seats.
Yeah.
It's nice to have people in high places. So, Greek, that's the reason why we keep you around too, Greek.
Oh, I know that. I don't mind. 99% of people in my life use me. You're just one of the people that I like.
No. Yeah.
I mean, you're no different than iHeart Management. I mean, if the train stops, choo-choo, you're done. I mean, you want to see a roll call your friends, call 10 of them up 3 a.m. and tell them you need 2,000. You probably go 0 for 10 and then call up the same 10 and tell them you got 2,000 for them. They'll call you back.
Yeah.
That's just life,
9
bro.
of those 10 just block you. Yeah.
That's it. That's what it's all about. We're talking to Brady Matthews, comedian, artist, does it all, friend of the show, big Chicago Bear fan. I was rooting for you. Rams, tough, bad beat. The players even were chasing him. I don't know if you saw the highlights, and they looked up at the screen to see what happened, and then it was a score, and you were like, you got to be kidding me. So that was a heartbreaker of a loss.
They were going to do it again. Yeah, I thought they were going to do it again, but when Caleb threw that ball, and it looks like DJ Moore kind of – listen, Roma Dunze should have caught that ball in the beginning. It would have been 7-0, and we would have might have been talking about something different now.
Yep.
And then we've got to catch that ball. A lot of guys were dropping the ball. Loveland was dropping the ball. The ball was like catching like a brick of ice.
Yeah, well, that's the thing, too. The weather definitely changed it. Yeah, the Bears came right down. Got a good run back. Moore gets a 35-yard pass, and then they're going. And that was a touchdown, the first one. He dropped it. But you've been watching games long enough. You know every game there's calls, there's plays, there's missed opportunities, and that's just part of the game. So I was, you got to plan for that accordingly. But I did think the Bears, the way they played good in the first half. And usually, they start slow.
Oh yeah. Well, listen, I made money on the Seahawks, and I made money on Seahawks smoked them, and I took the over. So I took the Seahawks and the over, and then I took Denver, and Denver won too. So I had a good weekend, regardless of the Bears' loss. I still made money, so it is what it is.
Yeah, and then you could always say I was at that game, and when the pass was thrown, I went to the men's room.
Yeah. Well, you know what? I'm always good for missing the highlight moments. That's for sure. So.
Well, Brady, like I said, you guys had a great season. I always was in the back of my mind, though, when the Pope was announced and they said he was from Chicago, and how many people bet the Bears for just blanks and giggles in Vegas, Hard Rock, all over the country. And as the season progressed and they won the first playoff game, obviously against Green Bay, I said, could you imagine if this team wins it all with all these people just throwing his money down? Because the Bears were huge, long odds to win it all. And like I said, people were betting it because they were like, hey, the Pope's from Chicago, let's bang it. And, like I've always said, sometimes in life it's better to be lucky than good. And it almost happened. They're 2 games away.
Yeah, I have 2 questions for you, then because I know you're going to let me go. First question is, do the Bears go get Max Crosby or the guy from Cleveland? Do they do that? And then also, do you think it's a good thing the Bears lost? Because it was kind of like with the Cubs, before they won the World Series, they went to the NLCS, lost, and then they came back and won it the next year. What are your thoughts on that?
Now, who was the first question? If I think they get who? Max Crosby?
Yeah, do you think the Bears could go and get Max Crosby or go get Myles Garrett?
I think any of the 2 would be great. I don't know if any of the 2 are going to be involved or ready to go, but both of them would be, an asset. There's no doubt about it. Because they're both great players. If they can get either one, it'd be great. So I think that's a win. That's a no-brainer. And what was the second part of the question? I'm sorry.
Second question is, do you think the Bears, it's a good thing they didn't win it all this year because it shows what it takes for the next year? Kind of like what the Cubs happened with the Cubs. They lost the NLCS, and then they came back the next year and won the whole thing.
Yeah, I mean, people say that's a thing. You got to learn how to win, but I don't buy it. I don't think it's ever good when you lose, obviously. Right. They could learn from it. I think the biggest thing for Bears fans and for you to realize is that next year will be here sooner than later, and they won 7 games with the last 2 minutes, and that doesn't happen again. The Chiefs 2 years ago were on the good end of, I think, 7 games where one-score games. And the luck just falls on you. Now, if it could happen again, God bless, but I don't see that happening again. It's part of luck. Life's part of luck, and sports is no different, where you got to be on the right side. And this year, they were. I mean, it was, obviously evident the other day when, he's on his backside throwing from the 50-yard line and he ends up scoring. So we'll see. But I think they're a good team, and I think he's a good coach, and I think they're in a better direction than they were a couple years ago. And that's what you need in your personal life or in sports. You got to say, hey, we're going the right direction. So the Bears are one of the teams that I think had a very good season.
Yeah. Well, hey, I'm looking forward to next year. At least we have something to look forward to. And not Matt Eberflus and no quarterback.
Yeah, I mean, Brady, always great talking to you. I thought we were going to have to peel you off the mat today, but you sound a lot better than I thought. We appreciate the call in, and on Tuesdays you always rock and roll with us, which is great. But you sound good. You really do. I wasn't expecting this call to be this positive, but it was. But again, you missed the Hail Mary, which is unbelievable. You're in the bathroom. I'll open up my other show with that tomorrow.
I can't wait.
But you are that's why you're Brady. That's why I love you.
Yep.
Let everybody know how they can follow you and get you on social media and check out your art or check out your show, because both of them are top-notch.
Yeah, go to Brady Matthews Comedy on TikTok or BradyMatthewsComedy.com. And then if you want any art, and my art stuff that I do after my shows, it's BradyMatthewsArt.com.
Brady, always appreciate the call, brother. Stay warm. You still in Chicago or are you back home?
No, I'm back home now. I'm just trying to get my voice back.
All right. Well, stay warm, and I'll try to get out there sooner than later, or you come here and say hi to your lovely bride.
I will. I'll be there soon, Greek. Bye, boys.
All right, peace. Brady Matthews, everybody. It was at the game, the Chicago Bear game, and missed the play of the game. How nice is that? You're in the men's room at a urinal. You're probably hearing everybody go crazy. You're like, oh, my God. It's like when you walk out of a stadium and you hear the crowd yell. You're like, oh, my God, something happened.
What I miss?
Oh, yeah, and you're walking through the parking lot and you check out somebody's TV or you're on the radio. You're trying to hear it. Like, what's up? What's up? That's old school, but, man, it's crazy that he did that. But that's Brady. That's the way he is. That's why I love him. It is the Greek, and it is the Greek's on Greek Zone, always on Fox Sports 940. Always appreciate you guys listening. Always sponsored by Duty Calls. They were at the stadium yesterday. They handle everything, all events at Hard Rock Stadium. F1 racing, tennis, concerts, and of course the championship game, Hurricanes and Dolphins. Duty Calls handles everything. Tonight, some baskets. We do like Vanderbilt tonight. And watch Miami, Ohio. They got some great shooters. They did win the other day against Buffalo in overtime, but I do like them again a little tonight. And I like Vandy. And now Dom gave you a little tonight information. He said the Canes basketball team was out all night last night. Will that affect them?
Game.
They were at the game playing Florida State. So you might want to throw that in because they are big favorites. So we'll see what happens. In the NFL, we got 4 left. We'll be breaking it down, talking to all the guys this week, Kelly, Drew Martin, and Rob Vino, and Teddy Covers, and we'll get closer and closer to the Final 4. It is the Greek. You guys have a good afternoon. Thanks for always listening, baby. And again, Canes, baby, great season. Let's build on it. You guys have a good night. Peace.
This is Real Radio 92.1 and 101.7. Real talk for the Palm Beaches and the Treasure Coast.
Medical marijuana made easy. Get approved for your card today at mmjhealth.com.
Let's see what's up with traffic on Real Radio.
It's an accident in Wellington, Forest Hill Boulevard. We're slow just east of 441. Palm Beach Gardens roadwork. Right lane of your off-ramp blocked I-95 north to PGA Boulevard. Expect delays through there. That's traffic. I'm Jody Stewart.
This report is sponsored by Wellness Unmasked with Dr. Nicole Sapphire.
This week on Wellness Unmasked with Dr. Nicole Sapphire, I will break down the new food pyramid and how you can use the updated guidelines to get healthier right now. Listen on the iHeartRadio app, Apple Podcasts, or wherever you get your podcasts.
Hear that? That's Mike. He took ZQL Pure Z's, so now he's sleeping soundly on a Sunday night. ZQL Pure Z's are fast-acting melatonin gummies with a complementary botanical blend to help Mike get the sleep he needs to wake up refreshed and ready to conquer Monday.
Let's do this Monday.
ZQL Pure Z's, just for sleep. Really great sleep. These statements have not been evaluated by the Food and Drug Administration. These products are not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent any disease. Use as directed.
Honey, that